Hello, my name is HQ of HQ Reacts. Welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the stream, and click the notification button for new content.
Hello. This is HQ in the house. Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all see the thumbnail, right? Ooh-wee. I hate this light. You see the thumbnail. So the left's leadership is trash. How do we solve a leadership that is just pure trash? Right? And there's several reasons why the leadership is trash. And you saw the thumbnail. We have Chuck Schumer. We have Chuck Schumer. We have Hakeem Jeffries. We have Jasmine Crockett. There's nothing wrong with Jasmine Crockett. She just takes it to him all the time and people just don't like it. Can't help it if you don't like it. It's the way it is. She's a good messenger if you give her a message. And then you have Gavin Newsom, who loves to troll the president. So, since the president likes to troll people, Gavin Newsom needs to be trolling him. But with that being said, we don't have a leader for this party. We don't have anybody that can control a message, give us a direction, X, Y, and Z. I have my thoughts on who it could be. I don't know whether they would be willing to do it, but I think at this particular time, this person would be needed if I had my choice of who I would pick, right? But for right now, it's trash because the message is fucked up. Hello. Black America, Ty, Hunter, even Nitz, Hunter, Jessica. But the Democratic message is trash. Now, see, I put up a list of things I thought would be my wish list. Of course, these are my wish lists. Of course, these are things that are my wish list. But this is not what people want, right? People don't want, somebody told me people didn't want healthcare for all, term limits, free school lunch. Free school lunch might be okay. Immigration reform, man, that might be it. Raise the minimum wage, affordable housing. Somebody told me they wouldn't want those kind of things. Okay. They wouldn't want those kind of things. See, our problem is the Democratic Party. Democratic Party don't have a leader to push out the message that needs to be pushed out. That's for one. For two, their messages are always like policy-like. We're always trying to explain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being very plain and very blunt with our message, we don't have our messages. We don't have our messaging correct. And I get that. But we still have trash leadership because they're always from the old vanguard. They're from the old vanguard. Like, for example, if we wanted to push healthcare, we would say everybody deserves the peace of mind. Health shouldn't depend on our paycheck. It should be short and punchy. But we don't have that. And we don't have the leadership either. Okay? Because I don't really trust the leadership that we have out there. The only one I probably would trust at this time would be who would actually bring it to the Republicans the way it needs to be told would be probably Jasmine Crockett. But she's so much in your face with the discussion. Her in your face stuff doesn't negate the garbage and trash that Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, okay, have put out there. They have they have good messages. They just don't know how to put those into play. I put them on. I put it on. I put it on. What did I put it on? I put on some garbage, but I don't know how to. Let me see. It would be an image file. Okay, it would be an image file. This is what I put out, which is my wish list, of course. This is my wish list. This is my wish list. Of course, this kind of wish list, most of it would not be able to be enacted. Of course not. Of course not. Because nobody knows how to express it. Nobody knows how to put it together. You know, hey, I would know if I had to come up with the little punchy lines, I would know. But a lot of people don't care about this. Okay? See, the way I look at it is, you gave all the money you gave the tax breaks to the rich people. And you didn't give us anything. You didn't give us middle class people anything. So I think it's time for the middle class to get something. I think it's time for the middle class to receive just as much, if not the same, on the same scale as the rich people got for their troubles. And I get it. We don't have enough money to bribe these people. We don't have enough money to bribe Hakeem Jeffries. We don't have enough money to bribe Chuck Schumer. So the way I look at it is, all of those people in Washington need to go, Republicans and Democrats. We need to make sure when we get in there in November 2026 that we get rid of all of those leadership positions. Everybody that's in leadership, we specifically have to get rid of the Republicans because they are helping Donald Trump. But also Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer are also helping Donald Trump. You think they don't know each other? You think they don't? Hell no, I wouldn't vote for no Kanye Pie. I ain't voting for no mentally ill human being. Of course, we need a whole nother leadership level. You need a whole nother leadership level. Okay. So this is my wish list. Of course, it would be almost impossible to get some of those things done. You could possibly get school lunches over. Wait a minute, hold on. You could get school lunches passed. We could probably get maybe raise the minimum wage, immigration reform. We could probably get those things passed, right? I'm trying to find some common ground that we have, that we can vote with, that we can get on the same agenda. People can get on this, both sides can get on the same page somehow, some way. Okay? Because the way I look at it is, they gave tax breaks to the rich. We need to do something to shake this whole system up. Middle class needs to do something. We will. Didn't we get some tax breaks for the rich? America, if we got tax breaks for the rich, we can get stuff for us too. What do you mean, who's going to pay for that? Who paid for the tax breaks? We did. But healthcare for all, I've been looking into the healthcare in other countries to see what it took for people, and it wasn't that much. That wasn't that different. Okay, how are we paying? We're not paying for illegals now. That's not the fight. Y'all bring emotional shit to the fight. Stop bringing me emotional shit. I can't deal with emotional shit. I'm looking at legislative, constitutional shit. I'm not talking about your emotional shit. And who's paying for illegal this or illegal that is emotional shit. And we're having more abortions than a little. That's emotional shit. Please stop bringing emotional stuff. No, it's not, because they have health care in other countries. They can afford to give us free healthcare. They would just have to figure it out. Okay. You would just have to figure it out. There's ways to figure it out. We would know what would it's called a single payer. Single payer, that's what it's called. A single payer. Okay. Your mother average. So we would have to figure that out. How would we be able to force these people in Washington to give us some of these things? Okay. This is specifically a Democratic platform. I don't believe at all that that's anywhere near what they're gonna give us. These are wish lists or dream lists, right? This is the real one I think they would be willing to pass if we had the right messaging. This next one is the real messaging. Hold on. Let me show you the real one. I believe I believe we could get past. This one right here. This is the one I believe that we can, if we get people rallying behind this one, we can get it done. Okay? Get this done. Okay. You see the 5 things that's on there, Fred? Pay attention. Stay focused. Stay focused. Don't worry about what the Democrats and Republicans would do. Stay focused. So these are the only ones I think they might be able to get past. Okay? They might. And who is going to pay? Barney, we already gave tax breaks to the rich. We can afford to pay for this. It's called single payer, Black America. Why wouldn't you want health care for all? That would be the question. Why wouldn't you want health care for all? Gun control is second. Codify Roe versus Wade and immigration reform, all, and raise the minimum wage. Okay? These are things I think they would be able to get behind. I think we could get at least 3 out of the 5 done. These are the messages that I'm going to start pushing as a Democrat for us, our Democratic platform. These are the 5 things we got to rally behind as Democrats for our message to take to the masses of people. Most people don't care about abortion. Oh, of course they do, Fred. If you're on the right, that's all you do is care about abortion. That's all you do is care about gun control. What you mean? If you on the right, that's all they care about. Every time they get in the comment section, that's the first thing. The first thing somebody ran into the comment section, what was his name? Mikhail Ghana Abdullah. First thing he ran into the damn comment section was saying, a lesbian wants to kill babies with abortion. That's the first thing he said when he came into this room. So I know that's all that rattles around in y'all fucking mind as a righty. Okay. So this is not a hardcore thing. But see, here's the thing. Put in the chat. You have anything better? I'm looking for somebody who can come up with something better. If you can come up with something better to help the middle class, okay? If you can come up with something better to help the middle class, I'm not saying that these things will get done. What I am saying is this is what I would be asking for. And I would tailor my message to these things right here, because sooner or later, they're going to appeal for certain people. People are going to listen to it. Okay. That's why I just said, Rainbow Kid, I said they just gave all that money to them rich people. Why they can't give us one or two things that we asked for? Okay. They ain't giving us reparations. That's that's almost impossible, Ty. Because that's almost impossible. I wish it was something that they would go for. You notice that my list you notice that my list changed. Okay. You notice that my list changed from the one that I wished that we could have. One I wished we could have would help the bottom people. But this is the one, okay? This is the one, Ty. No matter how I look at it, no matter how I slice it, we only represent 13% in the country. That's it. We only represent 13% in the country. So if we only represent 13% in the country, Ty, and half of them is against reparations, that's a dead issue right there. Because it's a dead issue. Because it's 13%, and if 13% of us, then we would have to get Mexicans and Hispanics on our side. Then we would have to get some of the white people on our side, and we ain't never gonna get them to be over 50% on our side, Ty. So it's something that you asking for that ain't never gonna come to pass. I would love to have reparations. I would love for us to be able to say, hey, you owe us X, Y, and Z. We don't have enough people to get reparations. We just don't. They're not gonna give it to us with the little support that we have. And all these people keep saying, all these people keep saying, oh, them blacks always asking for stuff. They always want X, Y, and Z. So I'm saying I would love for that to be, but there's a whole bunch of coons on here. Okay. So I'm thinking of what we could get, what could be a possibility for us to get, as not just as Democrats, but as Republicans, period. Because the Democratic platform right now, the platform, the things that we want aren't trash. It's the people that are led by APAC and corporations and money packs and all them people that's giving them money, and then they going against our interests. Those are the people that are in government that are trash. Okay. Chuck Schumer been bought. I don't know about Hakeem Jeffries. I know Cory Booker's bought. I know these people are bought. I know Mitch McConnell bought. I know Mike Johnson is bought. I know Donald Trump is bought. I know all of these things. All these people are bought and paid for, and they're doing everything they can to stick it to us middle class. So people keep asking me, how can we afford this? We can afford this if we demand it. How do we demand it? How do we demand it? Okay. That's the question. How do we make these people sit up and tell us that we want X, Y, and Z? The reason why Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries is standing up now is because Democrats came to them and said, y'all weak as hell if y'all give in to X, Y, and Z. Y'all weak as it is. No, we ain't voting no fucking Buddha. We ain't voting for no gay guy to come into office. That's not gonna happen. They not gonna let the young gay guy in there. They just ain't gonna do it. Okay, you want to further alienate the whole program, then put that person on the ticket. You put that person on the ticket, you're gonna alienate the whole fucking country. Because as much as people say they tolerant of gay people, they don't want no gay person representing them on no major scale like that. I don't give a fuck one way or the other. But most are not going to go for that. No, they don't, Barney. No, they don't. Because there's a guy from Canada. Who's been promoting coming over to Canada. If y'all don't want to live under Donald Trump, he's been promoting coming under Canada, okay, to use universal health care because his health care is good. He's been promoting. I think he's one of the third in charge. He's been promoting Americans to come over to Canada, and it wouldn't be a big thing for us to come on over there. Okay, and every person that I've talked to have said universal health care is just like every other health care. It's not a matter of not working. Obviously, it works. Other countries have universal health care. America, you got to read. Okay. So nobody said anything. We're not talking about Kamala. Stay on point, Fred. We can't be doing this sidetrack shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about Kamala. She's not here anymore. Okay? We're not talking about Biden. We're not talking about Kamala. We're not talking about Obama. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about moving forward in the Democratic Party. We're talking about moving forward as a country. Okay? The whole point is to do the research for these 5 messages that we need to take to the head of this country, to take to the leaderships of these countries. Democratic leadership is trash. The Republican leadership, they don't know how to govern people. They don't know how to govern people. So as long as they don't know how to the Republicans don't know how to govern people, and Democratic leaders are trash, we need to figure out how we gonna get us people who make between 30 and 150K. We need to figure out how we can get messages to these parties and say these are the things that we want. Okay, because I haven't seen the Republicans in charge. I haven't seen them put forth any policy that's supposed to help middle class people. I haven't seen not one. They've been in office for a whole year, and the only thing they've passed is tax cuts for the rich. I ain't seen them pass nothing that will help poor Americans between 30 and 150. So as far as I'm concerned, their platform is trash too. Okay, but ours is really trash. The Democrats are really trash because the Democrats don't even have a leader. Okay, and I thought about it. Okay, and that's the whole fucking problem. I thought about it. We need a whole nother overhaul. Every person that's in office, they need to be primaried. If they can't promise any of these things that we need for the American people, they all need to be primary. Okay, they all need to be primary. Okay, because they don't have anything. They don't have anything that we are attracted to. They just don't. None of them have anything that we're attracted to. At least not for me. I haven't seen not one thing. But let me show you this one video, okay? Because these people was talking. These people was saying some shit, right? Hold on. And I was like, now this make more sense than a little bit right here. Okay, this make more sense than a little bit. Hold on. How can I get this on here? Let me see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. I be trying to figure out how the hell we worked it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me play this video right here. Come on.
I've been really distracted by everything. And I have to say this. Democrats have terrible messaging style. And that is what has gotten us into this mess. So my message to Democrats is this. Get on here, speak to people in very simple terms. Stop with all the extra words and extra fluff and sounding like you're doing a law school dissertation, and just speak to people about how all of this is affecting them. So if I was in office, what I would say is, hey, did you vote for Elon Musk? No, right? You didn't vote for him. Well, guess what? Now he's got your information. Are you okay with that? Simple. People are going to be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? How is it like? You have to be so concise on your message and keeping it simple for people for them to understand. And that was the whole problem with our campaign strategy, was the messaging was all over the place. It was not clear. And when you think about a business, right, businesses have brand messaging, 2 or 3 quick key points that they run on to get you to become their customer. And what they do is they give you these 3 messages over and over again. So you remember their logo, you remember their tagline. So that way you clearly, when you see their product, you know what they stand for. And then they sprinkle in little nuggets of stories that support those key messages. And that's how the Dems have to operate. But they have to operate in a very simple way that resonates with people that are not in big cities. And for those of you who are not aware, if you don't follow what's going on with farmers, it is a huge deal. They have lost the money that was granted to them, and now they may lose their farms. And I don't care who you voted for. I'm sure we can all agree that we all have to eat. And if we don't have farms in America, we don't have food. And this is not only impacting agricultural farming, but it's also impacting dairy farming, okay? Which is where my area of business is. I have to deal with milk because I make cheese. So this is very serious, and the Dems need to get on here and on everywhere, screaming at the top of their lungs what they are going to do in simple ways to change what is happening. And they got to start finding who their person is and promoting their brand. And guess what? When you get elected, it doesn't stop. You have to keep going out there and sharing your message and showing people how what you are doing is supporting your 2 or 3 key messages for your brand. I promise we are going to go back to food videos because I'm going to lose my mind.
The Democrats' counter messaging is way too slow for this day and age's media. They're not saying people that are not here legally should be getting free health care. That's not a thing. They own the fact that they can't work with Democrats. They can't reach across the aisle to entice 7 of them to vote along their side. 7. They only need 7 Democrats. They only have to reach partially across the aisle to get their CR passed. But they're not even willing to open up a discussion about it. And they're blaming the Democrats. And the Democrats are not countermeasuring the messaging quick enough or effectively enough. And it's pitiful. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Follow me for more and release the Epstein files.
The party itself is frankly an irrelevant political party. They don't have a message. Their policy positions have left cities across this country in shambles. I mean, even last night, let's just think about this for a minute. The president highlighted DJ, the young kid who's dealing with cancer survivor. They didn't even have enough decency to stand and applaud. He highlighted the mother whose daughter was killed by an illegal immigrant. They didn't stand and applaud. He talked about law enforcement, not the bad guys, but the ones who are doing good work every day across this country, keeping our cities safe. They didn't stand and applaud. It appears to me that the Democratic Party, in my personal opinion, is a party that is in chaos right now.
You think,
they have no idea which direction
Sir Michael, with all due respect, you think Democrats are going to...
absolutely.
Wait, let me say this. You think Democrats should applaud Donald Trump when he talks about law enforcement?
No, but a kid with cancer.
Stop. Let me just... No, excuse me. In that very chamber where Donald Trump's goons tried to harm the people that were sitting there and applauding Donald Trump, you want Democrats to take advice from Donald Trump about law enforcement?
It's not about taking advice, Julie. Some things should just simply be above politics.
Right.
And those are 3 instances where Democrats could have simply applauded.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to like the president to say these are good things.
This president is cutting funding for childhood cancer. You want to know what he's cutting funding for? The NIH, the CDC. He's got a wacko as the head of HHS. And you want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm very happy for that kid. I'm very happy for that kid. I'm glad that his lifelong dream came true and he became, a cop or whatever he wanted to become. But the bottom line is that all it does is accentuate the horrors that Donald Trump is imposing on kids with cancer.
Democrats seemed pathetic and they seemed petulant in their behavior last night. And if they think that's going to help them go into midterms next year, I say keep going.
People who are like, oh, well, Democrats just lose elections because they aren't, interesting. Do you need everything to be Chuck E. Cheese for you to like it? Do you need everything to be spoon-fed to you like it's Bluey, like it's Blue's Clues? Like, what are we doing? If your president is not, on a skateboard saying, hey, are you just out? Is that where you're at? Are you a 10-year-old? Are you 10
How fucking dare the Democrats already coming out, and it's not even 2026, to tell people that we need to vote for the Democratic Party? Bitch, shut up. No, literally shut the fuck up. Let me pause and clarify and say that I am pro-voting. But as Zoran said, who I voted for and will vote for again in the general, the Democrats spend way too much time lecturing people on what they should be doing instead of shutting their fucking mouths and listening. He didn't say it quite like that, but you get the point. The point is, the fucking minerals, the fucking nerve of the Democratic Party, the way they come up, they're like, listen guys, we need to get serious about 2026. I'm sorry, you're losers. What have you done to earn the votes of anybody? You should be fucking you should be on a tour apologizing to people. I'm sorry we suck. I'm sorry we failed you over and over again. I'm sorry we're sellouts. I'm sorry that we keep funding ICE. I'm sorry that we created cop cities. I'm sorry about the Liz Cheney. Sorry we're genocide funders, although not really sorry because we keep doing it. You people have done nothing to self-reflect or acknowledge any of the mistakes you've made, and you think we're just gonna go back to business as usual? You think you can just turn around and go, okay guys, time to rally the troops, time to vote? It's like, it's making me like, it's like Bernie going and doing a rally in West Virginia or any other part of the country to do a stop oligarchy tour and showing how many people he's galvanizing. Okay, cool. For what? For what? What are you galvanizing them around? What are you organizing them for? To vote for the Democrats again? Going around the country to speak out against policies that the party that you tell people to vote for still supports. And you can look at me and just go, whatever, you're just an angry leftist. But you know what? Based off the polling that I've seen recently, I think it's not just me. I think it's not just the left. There's a lot of people that would consider themselves further to the right than me, progressives and libs and shit like that, that are tired of you bitches, that are tired of you guys coming out here with hat in hand, demanding money and then demanding people's votes with a threat. I'm tired of your tours. I'm tired of your fucking theater. What are you coming out here demanding people vote for you for? If you're not offering something and doing a total fucking top to bottom clean out of the fucking party and radical change within it and radical reform and promises specifically on policies and campaigns, fuck off.
The Democrats are to blame for this shutdown, okay? Stop being dismayed and delusional like they are on your side. They had the chance to fight at the beginning of the year. Schumer sold us out. He pulled the rug under the whole party. He's a sellout, a fraud. He got paid off. At the beginning of the year, Schumer voted yes for that CR. That was the one play they had to make sure that none of this happened, that that big, beautiful bill would not come to play. That was the only play at power, okay? Remember when all that happened? So Schumer sold us out. He was for it. He was saying, oh, we're against the shutdown. We're against this. We're willing to shut this country down for this, okay? Then all of a sudden, 2 days later, he signs and says yes, because he probably got paid off. Yeah, I said it. Now they're playing you want to act like they care. They don't give a flying F, okay? If they care, they are the reason to shut down. What is the difference of shutting the government down then and now? Because if anything, the economy is worse now, okay? They don't care. This is all, so everybody blaming the Republicans because they got the House and they got all the numbers. Forget that. I don't care about that. That's not, you missing the big picture. And the big picture is you've been sold out. Okay? They've been playing you. The Democrats are not for you. They are straight pussy. Okay? They don't care about nobody. They might be with these fools. I do think they are with this.
See, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think, right? A lot of people think that both parties are together. I kind of think that both parties, they understand what the fuck is going on. I kind of have a feeling that they think they know what the fuck is going on. Is that what's going on? Do we have this issue? Do we have this problem where most people think both parties are the same? Are both parties the same? I don't know. I mean, it sort of seems like it because we can't get them to do nothing for any of us. We can't get them to pay. They can't give us no money. They can't give us no food stamps. They can't do nothing. And the Democrats seem to go and capitulate every time. So that's why I say the Democrats is trash. Their whole platform is trash. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But most people are starting to wake up and see this. The whole point is they don't have a platform. They don't have a leader. They don't have any of these things. But right now, they're better than what's going on. So we need to push them to be better. If the Republicans won't change, we need to push the Democrats, who seem to be the group that can be changed. We need to push them to change their agenda.
They gave this country to these people doing these dumb behind all this transgender, just selling us out, just unnecessary stuff, putting all this non-necessary stuff in the public, making all sexuality so important to the people when we basically drowning. Then you bring all these able-bodied grown men up in here. I ain't got no problem with no illegal gamblers, but you got to save yourself first, okay? They was selling us out. It was a setup from the beginning. Stay with me.
See, I can't do the rambling on. You got to give me instances in which X, Y, and Z. Ziggy Bear, I can't do the rambling. I can't do the X, Y, and Z. You got to come with some definitive points. You don't have definitive points. The point is the leadership we got right now is trash. The Republican Party is trash. Trump don't have no pushback. Trump can lead us over a cliff. And we gonna stand, and everybody gonna stand there and say, "Oh, Trump is doing a good job." No, he's not. He's not doing a good job. The whole point is that he needs pushback. He needs pushback for his agenda. You just can't let a president do whatever they want to do. You know, goddamn well they shouldn't be going into nobody's apartment building, rushing through people's house. You know, goddamn well the Constitution say you can't have no military fighting against his own citizens. You know goddamn well he ain't supposed to be trying to change the Constitution. Even you Republicans know fucking well that ain't true. That ain't right. That he should be changing the fucking Constitution. Y'all even know that shit ain't right. But you stand behind these garbage policies that this president is doing. No, he's not correct. Why do you think it was 7 million people showed up at the No King rally? Because we understand this president is trying to break the Constitution. First of all, you can't break the Constitution. You can't go against the Constitution. And this president has been doing that since he started working. We already told you that they were going by this 2025 playbook. We only got two choices in this country. We only have two. We have the Democrat and the Republican. I get it. A lot of y'all men didn't want to vote for Kamala because she was a woman. And a lot of y'all people didn't want to vote for Kamala because she was black. Okay? I get all of that. Now it's not time for that kind of bullshit. Now it's time to save the Republic. Now it's time we have to get the shitty ass Democrats off their ass and make them fight for the American people. That's what we need. I don't want to hear about the Democrats who want to have abortions. The Democrats don't like black people. I don't want to hear that bullshit. We have to get these politicians off their ass. And the Republicans don't want to get off their ass. So we need to get the Democrats to get off their ass.
So now they want to act like they care and keep this government closed because they're standing on business. When they should have stood on business then, because that was their only play. Everybody knew that. We wanted them to close the government. We was like, okay, yeah, this is the CR bill. We was like, whatever CR thing.
Yes, I'm saying we need to rally the fucking troops. The Republicans are going to vote lockstep. It is what it is. We can't depend on them to change. They have allowed President Trump to do all of these things. They have allowed him to do that. Oh, there ain't nobody voting for J.D. Vance. Oh, hell no. And he's bisexual? You better stop it, Troy. Ain't nobody voting for no gay guy. Stop it. So the whole point is we have to get them off their issue. They off their ass. Democrats off their asses to fight. That's it. That's all. Okay.
Okay, well then close the government down. The people were saying yes because we didn't want this bill. We knew what time it was. So we was like, yes, close it. They didn't listen. They didn't care about what the people wanted. Just like now they don't care what the people want. So what has changed, okay? Why was it okay to not close it down then, but it's okay to close it down now? What has changed? Absolutely nothing. Just bullcrap. That's what's changed. And this goes deeper because with Biden should have never ran again. They knew Biden should not have ran again, okay? They sold us out with that. So
see, you see this young lady, this young lady is running off at the mouth. She's running off at the mouth. I can't do the running off at the mouth thing. I got to have solutions. The Republican Party is trash. Right now, they trash. They trash. Democrats trash. But the Democrats is even... But I'd have to say Democrats is more trash. But what's really trash is letting this president trash the Constitution. I really don't like that. Okay? I really don't like you trashing the Constitution. If you're not with the Constitution and this president is not, then you're trash too. Okay? So we have to get the Democrats off their ass. We have to get the Hispanics off their ass. We have to get everybody off their ass. Okay? And fight for the American people. Fight for the middle class, which is really where the heartland of America is, in the middle class. We got to get them, because right now there's trash. Okay? We got to get them out of office. We got to get these people out of office. Yes, he is trashing the Constitution. If you don't, I can't help it if you don't know the Constitution, Sharon. I can't help it if you don't know it. Okay?
First, they mess up the country and do all this crazy stuff, putting all these illegal immigrants, letting them come in, giving them thousands of dollars on our dime while we don't get nothing, telling us we're going to get a student loan forgiveness. We don't get that. You let all them people come in here, okay? Then you give them the money. Then you got all this transgender crap going on the TV station. You know people ain't feeling that. I don't care what race you is. Nobody was trying to hear that, okay? They knew Biden should not have ran again. They should have found another candidate. So when Biden finally run out and says he doesn't want to be president no more because of health reasons, y'all know that he was sick then, okay? Knock it off. You knew he was unwell and he didn't. He was old as heck, okay? It was time for him to go. What you want, an 80-year-old? You knew what time it was. So after he drops out and they put Kamala up, nobody endorsed her. Not even the president. Not even Biden. And go look. He did not immediately endorse her to afterwards. Neither did Obama. Nobody. Neither Hillary. Nobody endorsed her immediately. So how the hell she going to be the next party person? You put her to the front and basically the president and she the vice president and you don't immediately endorse her? So I'm thinking, okay, you got another candidate coming. I don't know what they was doing. Maybe they did, but they sold her out. They threw her under the bus. Whatever. Okay? So they knew what time it was. I feel like they threw her under the bus. Period. Regardless of that, I'm not trying to advocate.
Sure, no, the Supreme Court is not telling him he can do what he's doing. He's ignoring the Supreme Court. He's ignoring that. But he's still trash because he killed the farming. He killed our farmers. First of all, he killed our farmers. Off the bat, he trash. Off the bat, he's trash. 2, he hasn't lowered the prices. Okay? He hasn't lowered any prices. He's not going to lower price. He can't lower price. He can't do none of that. He's trash, right? So 3, nobody wants to do anything for the middle class. He came straight in the door, wanted to help the rich people instead of helping the middle class. And the middle class is the ones who got him in the office. And he screwed over them. Okay? He screwed over them. Screwed over the farmers, screwed over the middle class, screwed over the white middle class, screwed over the rural. He screwed over all of those. Okay? The whole point is we need to get them all out of office. All talk, no facts. These are facts. You can't give me no facts. You can't give me no facts. All I know is the economy is in free fall. That's all we know. We don't know jack shit about what you talking about. That's all we know. Ask the farmers. Don't talk to me. Ask the farmers, Kevin. Ask the farmers. Don't talk to me. Talk to the farmers that he destroyed. Talk to the farmers.
Advocate for her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you people still believing in these Democrats got to vote for them, thinking they on your side. Mm-hmm. You might be dumber than a box of rocks. I'm sorry. You mentally ill. Y'all are mentally ill. You better wake up and smell the play, boy. All you hear is Republican bad, damn good. Republican bad, and I ain't team Republican nothing. At least them niggas stand on business, okay?
Yeah, they stand on business. They stand on business that they screwed over our farmers and screwed over the middle class. That's it. I'm tired of the Republicans. I'm tired of the Democrats. I'm looking for a solution that don't involve corporate people. I don't want them to be beholden to Israel. I don't want them to be beholden to them. I want them to put America first. So Kevin seems to think giving $40 billion to Argentina instead of giving money to our farmers, instead of helping our farmers out, that his shitty ass president is good. That's what Kevin seems to think. His shitty ass president is good. that he screwed over the farmers and then gave the turncoats the money. I don't understand. Democrats are trash. They trash. Nobody's disputing that. But also the Republicans are trash because neither one of them want to deal with the middle class. Okay? Neither one of them wants to deal with the middle class. Okay? They don't want to give the middle class nothing. They don't want to deal with the middle class. They don't want to deal with the issues that we got going on in this country. Many people are going bankrupt because of health care. Make health care free. Give it a single payer option. Give us a single payer option. Get a comprehensive immigration plan going. Codify Roe versus Wade. There's things that they can do, both parties can do to make this country better. Are they doing it? No. What did the Republicans do the minute they got into office? They helped the rich people. So that makes them trash. And the Democrats didn't do nothing when they were in office. That also makes them trash. Okay? So when you have two trash parties, we got to force them to do things that we want to do. I don't know whether anybody's willing to force them to do what they got to do. They just happy to go along. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, you people who keep caping for the Republicans, please put in the chat what the big beautiful bill did for you. I need you to put that in the chat. I need you all to put in the chat what the big beautiful bill did for you all. That's what I need you to do. Okay? That's what I need you to do. I need you to put in the chat what the big beautiful bill did for you guys. Okay? Because as far as I can see, the Republicans ain't did shit. Ain't trying to do shit. They trying to make y'all lose y'all health care. They trying to make you lose your health care. And you sitting here caping for the Republican. And the Republicans are trash, just like the Democrats are trash. Okay? We ain't talking about Biden, Sharon. We talking about Trump's and the Democrat. Talking about Trump's and the Democrat. No tax on overtime. That shit don't mean nothing, Keith. That don't mean nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't shit. Because it means nothing. So what we trying to do is since the Republicans continue to stand lockstep and give us trash policies, since they want to give us trash policies, we gonna have to push the weak ass Democrats. We're gonna have to push the weak ass Democrats to do what we want them to do. Okay? We have to push them. Okay? The whole point is, if we push them to do what we want to do, maybe we can get some of these things done. Maybe we can get these things, these policies. Maybe we can get immigration reform. Maybe we can get health care, a single payer. Okay. Maybe we can get that. I ain't a welfare recipient, retard. That means nothing. Stop doing that. You don't know nothing about me. Stop it. You sound dumb.
Hey, y'all don't stand on nothing. You pussy. Like, and I'm sorry to say that word, but that's the only word. You are scary. You stand for nothing. You don't stand for the people. You don't stand for your party. What do you stand for? You filling your pockets and selling the people. All you care about is some sexuality and gayness and God.
Yeah, and that's what made them lose the election. Talking about trans rights and gay rights and all of that is what made the Democrats lose. I ain't never said it out loud, but this the truth. You all didn't vote for Kamala because she was a female, she was black, they talked about trans, they talked about gay. Them the 4 reasons why she lost. Them is the 4 reasons why she lost. David, stop talking about abortion. We're not talking about abortion. Stay on point. Y'all act like y'all don't know how to focus. I don't understand what's going on. We got a bunch of autistic people in here. What's going on that you can't stay on topic? We're talking about how we can push them to do the things we need them to do for the middle class. And the only party that will probably do things for the middle class is the Democrats. So we have to push them to do something for the for the middle class. Okay? Because the Republicans ain't going to do nothing for the middle class. The Republicans only going to do stuff for the rich. So we need somebody to do something for the middle class. And since the Democrats are so weak, we got to push them to do stuff for the middle class. That's the only group that's going to do something for the middle class. I don't care about the rich people. I need us to do something for the middle class. We need immigration reform, health care. We need codified Roe versus Wade. We need all kinds of things that are needed on the middle class. Fuck, we're not talking about the last 50 years. We're talking about right now. They both do stuff for the rich. But the Democrats, if you push them, they will do stuff for the poor because you can make them feel guilty for doing that. The Republicans don't give a fuck about the middle class. They'll burn that shit down. They just killed our farmers. So they don't give a fuck about the middle class. All you keep doing is asking for them to give you something. Are you fucking kidding me, Blaine? Are you fucking kidding me? Whoo! Just dumb. I can't sometime with y'all. Can't sometime.
But you don't stand on that. You don't care about no people. Or you would never let this come to play. If you really cared about the people, you would have never said yes to that bill. Schumer's a seller. He need to go. He been in office since 1999. He's behind. He need to go to Florida and retire. Okay? Del Boca Vista. So now they're standing down, holding his government up, because Schumer said at that time the reason he said yes, because the Republicans was going to close the government for months, so he didn't want that. So what changed?
Right.
What has changed? Now you're behind it, and what are you standing on? What are you standing for this?
Stop being dumb, Rooster. Stop being dumb, Rooster Booster. Stop being dumb.
What's changed?
Stop being dumb.
What are
Rooster Booster, stop being dumb.
you standing for? You talking about some Medicaid subsidies, and I don't even go into it because it's bullcrap. There's no reason to even focus on that, because it's smoke and mirrors, people. They not for you. They together.
And that's the whole point. They all together. We get that they own together. But she keep going round and round. We get all that. We get they both trash. We get all that. Okay. The whole point is they don't want to fix anything for us. They don't want to help us in any way, shape, or form. So we have to push them. We have to push them to do what we got to do. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. Cause we keep I can only listen to a negative shit. I can only listen to negative shit for a little while. I can't listen to negative shit every 10 minutes. I can't do it.
I've been really distracted by everything.
We didn't mean to do that.
I have to say this.
Oh, what the hell?
Democrats have terrible.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I meant to put this. Meant to put this on the screen. Hold on. I meant to put this on the screen. Go back. This right here. This is our platform. This is the platform that we want. This is what we need to push them to do. This is what we need to push our government to do. Okay. The whole point is the Republicans are trash. They are destroying that economy. They destroyed the economy for the farmers. It's only a matter of time before our economy is destroyed. If y'all don't understand, if you don't get how this is going to be destroyed, this is going to be a problem. I can't help it. Who's paying for health care? Wait a minute, who paid for the tax cuts? Who paid for our tax cuts? Did somebody pay for our tax cuts? Because whoever paid for our tax cuts is the ones they got to pay for our free health care. That's the way I look at it. Have you found out who paid for that? So as soon as you find out who paid for that, then we'll figure it out. But don't ask me bullshit, okay? Don't even make sense.
Current Democratic voters. The collection of viewers, the collection of activists, the collection of people who you will need to win any further elections, especially national elections, are on this app. And they're not going to go back to Facebook or Instagram. Might we all go on to another app? Maybe, but that won't be an app that you recognize the importance of until it's too late as well.
So she's saying that we need to mobilize on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. They need to mobilize on that side. Okay? We need to mobilize on that side because the whole point is we need somebody to work for us. And the only ones are the weak-ass Democrats because we can push them to do what we want them to do for the middle class.
The Democratic Party has built entire campaigns, has disseminated news, has shared what it has accomplished with the general public through this app. No one is watching TV anymore. Most folks, myself included, prefer our news to be in 60-second sound bites. That is just the way of things now. And the Republican Party has already created its own wing of this, and it is X and Truth Social. So they will continue to grow, to bring more people in. And where does the Democratic Party go from here? After catastrophic losses, after a blatant loss of the middle class, how are you going to reach people? How are you going to build a coalition if nobody sees the information that you're putting out? Or if you're trying for the next 4 years to break through the Trump noise in general media? We didn't do it the first time. We're not going to do it this time. So what's the plan, my dudes? How do you think in 2 years you're going to come back for an off-season election and have anybody have heard what's going on? In 4 years, what platform are you going to use for grassroots fundraising? Y'all have no...
See, here the program has got to be twofold. The program has got to be twofold, okay? You have got to have people who are out there messaging, these are the priorities that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got to start attacking that other side. You got to start attacking their arguments, and you got to be quick with it. The problem with the Democrats is y'all think y'all too good to speak up about issues that are grassroots issues. Who's very good at reason why people don't like Jasmine Crockett is because Jasmine Crockett knows how to come back swift. She come back right at you. You need people to come back right at you. You can't be having people take the high road. Fuck the high road. The high road don't work. Okay? You got to start taking the low road. You got to start doing the shitty shit that the Republicans have been doing. The Republicans lied to the American electorate, and the American electors are too dumb to figure out that they've been lied to. Because Donald Trump said it himself. I'm not going to say it again. You're just too dumb if you understand, if you don't believe that this economy is in the tube. Okay? If you don't believe this economy is in the tank, you can't prove none of that, Sharon. I ain't found one lie that she told yet. Don't be mad because she's good at her job. Don't be mad. Okay? But the whole point is you need more messengers like Jasmine Crockett, who knows the policies, who knows what to say, who has snappy rhetoric that can come back. Okay? Yeah, the economy is under the tank. Okay? Most people don't understand economics. They don't understand none of it. None of y'all, half of y'all don't even understand. We on our way down the chute. We on the way down the chute getting fucked up. Okay? Getting fucked up, going down the chute. Okay? That most of y'all don't even understand that. But that's okay. That's okay. We gonna do our part to figure out. Okay? They don't like Jasmine Crockett because Jasmine Crockett come back at them. And they don't have nothing to say. The problem, you haven't seen any Democrats ever act like thugs, Natasha. Not one. You ain't seen them act like thugs at all. So stop lying. Okay? Stop lying because you don't know. You don't know because you're just talking. And you got a president that acts like he acts. And you got the nerve to talk about a house person. Stop it. Your president is trash. That whole party is trash because they're not taking into account the middle class. They fooled you all. They fooled you all. That's the problem. They fooled, the Republican Party fooled the masses that don't pay attention. They fooled them into believing that they cared about them. They didn't. They don't. They care about the rich people. So that's cool. I get all that. I get all that. Democrats is the same way. I get all that too. But the difference is the Democrats, at least, if you push them and make them feel guilty enough, they'll help the American people. They'll help the middle class. The Republicans ain't going to help the middle class. They just won't. And that's the problem. So I'm saying I'm saying both parties are trash. I'm saying the Republicans are going to stay trash because they're not going to help you at all. I still haven't seen one thing in this chat that the big, beautiful bill has done for y'all. Every time I hear one of y'all say something about freaking tax on tips. That's how I know y'all brainwashed. Because you should have known better. You should have known that didn't mean anything. Gas prices don't have nothing to do with the president, Ponce. They don't have nothing to do with the president. And the gas and the food prices ain't finna get lower. I don't know why you thought they were getting lower, and the president just destroyed the farming industry. I don't know why you thought they would get lower. That's wild. That's wild when he just destroyed the farmers. No, the Republicans don't have morals because they wouldn't do the things that they doing if they had morals. They would be taking care of the regular, everyday low people, everyday American people if they had morals, but they don't. Because they want to dump all the health care and all that. But that's neither here nor there. We got to push the we going to vote them out. We going to vote those people out. Come midterms, we got to vote those people out. He didn't destroy yes, he did destroy Sharon, I can't do your homework. Stop talking to me about what you think they did. I can't do the homework for you. Okay? I cannot do the homework for you. Why I got to do homework for y'all? This shit don't even make sense. You see the shit we got to deal with. I tell them they destroyed the freaking farmers, and they tell me, no, they didn't.
No idea what you have done.
Let's go on TikTok. Listen, we have a lot going on in the United States of America. I'm sitting here thinking about how we had these AI data centers draining our electricity, where all of our utility costs are going up. We have Graham Plattner in Maine trying to run to unseat Susan Collins because
everything is going up. Everything is going up, but now they trying to tell me, no, everything went up. We're good. Ain't nothing everything going down. We're good. That's wild.
Because she is clearly a Trumplicant, and Graham Plattner is one of those populist guys who just talks plain English.
Can you please share your feelings on ICE?
So right now, armed, masked, secret police are going around the country kidnapping American citizens, kidnapping people that are here legally, abusing people because of the color of their skin. It's disgusting. One of the reasons I want to go to the Senate.
No, see, I'm lying about that. You got one person right here on the screen telling you that the president is breaking the law. But I'm the one that's lying. Oh, shit.
They don't mind tying children up who are U.S. citizens with zip ties for no reason. They don't mind none of that. They don't mind none of that. And then on the left, they are doing.
See, that's the thing. That's the difference between me and you, Kevin. When they say shitty stuff, they say shitty stuff about the Democrats. I'm a Democrat and I believe them. When they say stuff shitty about the Republicans, y'all don't believe them. That's the difference. Okay? Y'all right people don't know how to decipher. You don't stand for nothing. You don't have a platform. You don't have stuff that you want for the middle class. You have not a thing. Okay? Tell me what you stand for. Y'all don't stand for nothing.
Apologetics for Israel. They are refusing to support people like Mamdani and Rand Plattner and Maine because they just have to have someone that's not going to challenge the actual status quo. We are literally in this for and by ourselves. The sooner we all realize that, listen, yeah, I told you souls, all that kind of stuff. At this point, we need to be all united by one cause. And that cause is protecting our democracy and making sure that we change our politics. Because this is crazy.
Okay, Democrats, looks like you need a little help on your messaging. Please hear me out. Yes, Donald Trump is going to lie about health care and illegal immigrants. He's going to lie.
We know what we stand for, I gave you the list. We know what we stand for.
On government websites about it. He's going to lie and call you radical, lunatic Democrats. Don't fall for it and repeat it defensively and say, oh, it's not true. Here are the facts. You cannot penetrate the MAGA mind or the Fox right-wing propaganda news cycle. You cannot. Those people.
You cannot penetrate the MAGA propaganda Fox News mind. And he ain't said nothing more than the truth. For real. Y'all goofy and y'all stay goofy over there.
People are not interested in the truth. So give up? No. Find your big truth and repeat it. Let all the rest go sliding by. It doesn't matter anyway. Here is the truth. Convicted felon and sexual assailant Donald Trump is protecting pedophiles by not
release the Epstein files! Release the Epstein files! Yes, yes, yes!
Releasing the Epstein files and closing the government to do so. That's it. That is the only sentence that needs to leave every Democratic congressperson's mouth.
Hell yeah! Go ahead on. Yo, 34 convicted felon won't release the Epstein files. Yes, and he doing all this shit just to cover it up. That's wild.
During the entire shutdown, every single one of them, every day, repeating it over and over and over and over in response to every question about any.
Hell yeah, I'm with it. Every time somebody say some shit, I'm gonna say release the Epstein file. You got a 34 felon in the damn White House. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
Thing. Convicted felon and sexual assailant Donald Trump is protecting pedophiles by hiding the Epstein files.
Protecting pedophiles. That's exactly what he's doing. Exactly. That's why this president is trash. That's why this president is trash.
Files by shutting down the government. That is it. Let the truth ring.
The party says that leftists, socialists, and anyone left of liberal are too fringe in their beliefs, and those ideas are not popular enough to be co-opted into the main ideological platform of the party, yet simultaneously are also the reason that the Democrats keep losing elections. So which is it? Because it can't be both, when we on the left know that the reality is that the Democratic Party is losing.
Here, David, the truth is we never wanted the Epstein files, really. We didn't care about the Epstein file. It was your 34 felon convicted president who promised you MAGites that he was going to release it. And now you MAGites is backing off because you know what's in him, because you know he's trash, because you know he's hiding a pedophile. Your people said y'all were going to release the files. Your people asked for the files. You're the ones who asked for the files, and now y'all scared to get the files. That's wild. Every damn Democrat and every Republican should be asking for them files. But y'all too scared. You maggots are too scared because you know your man likes to touch young girls.
Losing elections and has gotten us to the predicament we are in now because of their staunch support for neoliberal economic policies that have led to the deterioration of material conditions in the United States that gives rise to things like right-wing populist Trumpism. The Democratic Party, instead of adopting leftist and socialist ideologies, which are always shown to be overwhelmingly popular among people when presented the right way, instead have continually decided to move the party to the center and shift the Overton window of the Democratic Party more to the center right, which is not the solution. And I say this.
See, David, it's not about whether it's going to help us or not. It's about shitting on your shitty president. It's about shitting on your shitty president. Letting all the world see that your president is a shitty president. That's what it's about. Because he said he was going to release them, and you maggot Christians said, oh, we's too scared to ask for him now. He keep telling us he ain't going to release him. Now we scared to release him. Now y'all cowards. Now you cowards.
Having voted Democrat my entire life. Yes, I voted for Kamala Harris, and before my fellow leftists come for me and they're like, oh, you vote for Democrats? Yes, because while I completely understand and am pushing for systemic level change in the United States to make a better quality of life for the most amount of people, I also understand that the Republican-controlled governments are objectively worse for people. Yes, the Biden administration and previous Democratic regimes have deported people as well, but they did not do it on this scale. They did not directly try and remove the right to exist for trans people. I will work and advocate for systemic level change while also understanding that any material condition and improvement for any amount of people is a good thing. If the Democratic Party wants to actually be an alternative party to right-wing populism, it needs to ditch its neoliberal centrist position and become an actual leftist party of economic and social equality. And stop doing things like allowing Republicans and the right to dictate the playing field and deciding that the issue in society is the LGBTQ plus community instead of an unequal distribution of wealth caused by capitalist economic policy.
I've known for months that the Democrats...
That right there is the freaking point, is that the Democrats with their weak ass have been allowing you fucking Republicans to run the board. Cause it ain't nothing but moral issues every time you turn around. And it ain't and the weak Democrat. This here, let me say it. Cause I always forget to say this. Let me say it. You righties love to bring moral issues up, and your leadership only have moral issues that they can run on. They don't have no policies to run on, so they make sure that they bring out, oh, they want to have an abortion. Oh, they want to have trans in the bathroom. Oh, they want to have gay people rights. They don't have the right. Republicans don't have no issues to run on. So therefore, they present moral and all of these cultural issues. And then half of the Democrats say, oh, the Democrats ain't got no man. These are Democrats talking. I'm a Democrat, but y'all keep talking about the gay people with their dumb ass don't know how to stay on their side. You don't know how to stay on your fucking side. You Democrats, stay the fuck on your side. Make your party better. Don't run down the Democrats. That's the same thing as when I hear black folks running down black folks in the raccoons. That's the same fucking problem I have with the raccoons. Okay. You Republicans don't have no policies to run on. Every time we give y'all the reins to run, y'all run us into the ground. Okay. Every time we give y'all the reins to run on, y'all run us into the ground. That's why we have to push the Democrats, because at least the Democrats will pretend like they're going to help us. They're going to try to help us. Every policy that has pushed our country forward in a progressive way has been the Democrats. Every time we go backwards, it's been under the Republican rule. The Republicans have done nothing for this country to move this country forward. Every time they get into power, they want to give people special tax breaks. They don't want to do nothing for the middle class. Not one damn thing. We don't like policies unless it's free. You don't like nothing unless they giving away rich millionaires money. And you ain't even a millionaire, which makes you a fucking idiot, David. Or not a David, I'm sorry. Which makes you a fucking idiot, Sharon. Because that's all you vote for is people who gonna give money to somebody that's rich. That make you dumb. Just dumb.
Party has been weak, and not just politically, but we can start there. First off, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris killed over 200,000 Palestinians over the past year with American weapons. That's a fact. And Democratic voters, being human rights minded, often more so than their counterparts, that might have affected the enthusiasm about the campaign. And then Biden debated Trump, and all of America saw how truly incompetent he is as a leader. A lot of Americans felt lied to because of that, because for months, every single figure in the Democratic Party pretended like everything was okay, and they knew it wasn't. And then they ran with Kamala Harris as their next presidential candidate, who was already a very unpopular vice presidential candidate, and many people did not like her. In my opinion, she didn't have much to show for her time as vice president. It confused me why 4 years ago we were saying defund the police, fuck the police, and now we're running a cop who threw black Americans in jail. I wanted to support her, but she had to say that she would put an arms embargo on Israel. That was basically bare minimum for me, and I know there were many other people trying to put pressure on her at the very beginning of her campaign to change her policy on Israel. And so just like in the spring where the uncommitted movement abandoned Biden, all those people mobilized to show up at her rallies and demand that she change her policy, she didn't. And not only did she not change her policy, she said she was very against the arms embargo, and she had unconditional support for Israel, which was like spitting in the face of all these people. Not only that, but she wouldn't allow a Palestinian to come speak at the DNC. And then in the most anti-war cycle of my lifetime, she gets endorsed by Dick Cheney and Bill Clinton. She campaigns in Dearborn, Michigan, with the largest Muslim Arab population in America, with Bill Clinton, who told them to their faces at this rally that Israel had the right to kill Arabs. And then she decided to change nothing on her policy from Biden, with a lot of people who are very unhappy, maybe unfairly so, about how...
Y'all see how this, you see how this young liberal, you see how this young man right here is rattling off all the things that he didn't like, he couldn't get behind with Kamala. Y'all see how he rattling all of that stuff off? He's rattling all that stuff off because he actually got gripes with Kamala. A lot of y'all didn't have no gripes with Kamala. No legitimate gripes. Oh, she ain't black. She changed the way she talk. She's a female. She can't handle no strength. No, this young man at least had legitimate gripes about Kamala. Half y'all don't even have no legitimate gripes about her. That's why I can't respect it. Okay? If you had legitimate gripes, it'd be a different story. But none of y'all didn't have no legitimate gripes against her. Okay? I had my issues with her, but I didn't have them as deep as this young man has. Okay? At least he has legitimate gripes. A lot of y'all, I heard panel after panel after panel. She ain't black. She changed her voice when she get into a different room. Bullshit.
Our economy's going, she needed to say something that would interest people, because people want to hear that there will be progress. They don't want to hear that things are going to be the same. Even though we as a country, for our economy, might be on the right track, Americans didn't think so. So she needed to say something, and she didn't. Ultimately, I think it was a combination of all these things that's happened over the past year. The genocide, the anti-war movement, and them deciding to run pro-genocide, pro-war. I think it was who Kamala is as a person, very unpopular, a cop. All of these things, her endorsements, the way they campaign, their choices, not pragmatic. And of course, I do want to mention she shifted right on the border she said we need the most lethal military in the world. Like, that is not a way to campaign. And the Democratic Party needs to realize that they cannot pander to the right. They cannot shift right, because they are not the right. They are not going to win. So that's why we saw 14 million less voters turn out for Kamala Harris than turned out for Biden. That's why we saw a red shift in 90% of the counties in America. And that's also why, even if you gave all the third-party votes to Kamala Harris, she still would have lost. She still would have lost. And that's just the truth. On top of that, Kamala Harris managed to turn every single Democrat, every single progressive voter, all against each other. So congrats to her on that as well. So blame Kamala Harris. Blame the Democratic Party. They set themselves up for a loss.
I don't know about you, but I speak for me.
I'm so fucking sick and tired of weak ass Democrats like Cory fucking Booker. And for everybody that's gonna come on this video and try to defend him, do your fucking research. He voted for some people that Trump put up. He's not the only one. But most recently, Cory, performative art, Booker, that 25 hours, whatever it was, didn't impress me. What the fuck did that do? What the fuck did that do? Because he constantly said, my friends across the aisle, Cory, you ain't got a single fucking friend across the aisle. This is probably why Rosario Dawson probably dumped you, because she wanted a real man, and you certainly ain't acting like one. But now you voted for fucking Charles Kushner, a convicted felon, Jared Kushner's fucking father, to get confirmed. You voted for him, Cory. You fucking voted for him. You fucking sorry ass weasel fuck.
Yeah, but see, Jared Kushner's father supported Cory Booker in his early term, in his early stuff. So that's why he voted for him. I get the loyalty thing, but it fucked you over. It fucked you over by doing that. And that's why I believe they're all connected to a certain extent. JD Vance, I think he bisexual. Ain't nobody, when they find that shit out, they ain't finna vote for that man. They can just piss on that.
You need you and the rest of the Fettermans and all you fucking spineless Democrats in our fucking party. Not all of them. Not Jasmine Crockett.
Not Jasmine Crockett.
I'll get to her in a minute. You motherfuckers need to go. You need to be fucking primary because you don't have that thing that goes up your fucking back and it's called a fucking spine.
Shut up, Tahilism, girl.
But you motherfuckers pushed out AOC to be over the committee. I can't remember what committee, oversight committee, whatever it was. Didn't want her, but you wanted Connolly, who was sick then and now he passed away. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
I'm so sick and tired of weak-ass Democrats. If you are sick of weak-ass Democrats in our party and you think that they need to be primary, they need to go. Because not one of them should have given one single fucking vote to any of Trump's nominees. But they did. Warnock did. A lot of them did. So don't be shocked. Before you say to me, not true, go and research their votes. Because I'm only talking the F word. Besides for that F word, fucking fact.
Reason why I say I didn't say he was gay. I said bisexual. Read his book. In his book, he thought he was gay at one point. So if you thought you were gay at one point, but you married a woman, that means you swing. Okay? He thought he was gay. Go read his book.
I'm tired of it. If you're tired of it, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's have a discussion when we can. And let's clean up our own fucking party. Because that's the only way we're going to win either the House or Senate or both in 2026 and have a shot at the White House in 2028. Democrats, get your shit together. But Cory Booker, you need to resign. I'm so fucking sick. Oh, and let's not leave out Hakeem. I'm so sick and tired of Hakeem. Hakeem, you have no balls. Stop with that fucking cadence that you do. It gets on my fucking nerves. It didn't used to bother me, but you're full of shit. That's why they call you Obama Light. Okay? You're not who you profess to be. You're not a leader. You've shown it. You need to go. And let me close out with one more that needs to go of many. Chuck Schumer, you need to fucking go.
Liberals don't seem to understand why Democrats are so unpopular because they keep doing the same crap over and over again. When the voters are voicing real concerns, you just, well, actually, there are a lot of voters out there, not just on the far left like you pretend, that feel cheated out of a real primary. There are a lot of voters who feel that the Democratic Party just anointed Biden to his second term and didn't give anyone else a fair shot, despite Biden's obvious mental decline that the Democrats were lying to the public about. Well, actually, we did have a primary. Are you really going to tell me that Marianne Williamson and Dean Phillips are real primary contenders for president? Let's be for real. I still don't know who Dean Phillips is. This is very reminiscent of the election when a lot of voters were talking about how the economy doesn't actually feel as good as the numbers say.
Yeah, because we know, y'all know that the economy is that we don't see it. It's just like a slow burning frog. We're in the water and they turn the temperature up slowly, slowly, slowly. It's just like we in a water full of tank and they turning it up slowly, slowly, slowly. This economy is trash. They already trashed it. By putting the tariffs in place, the Republicans trashed it. The whole point of this conversation, the whole point of this live is to say, yes, our Democrats are trash too. Chuck Schumer's trash. Hakeem Jeffries trash. Cory Booker's trash. Who else is on that list? Cory Booker, Schumer, Hakeem, Cory Booker, Jasmine. I can't remember who was on the court thing. Okay, but the whole point is they might be trash, but they wouldn't have crashed the economy like this group of people did. My whole thing is this. If you gonna run the country, you can't. If you gonna run the country, you can't be trashing the economy, and you can't be telling the middle class people that you can't do nothing for the middle class people, but you giving tax breaks to the rich, and then turn around and then give money to Israel, then give money to Ukraine, and then give money to Argentina. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? And you say this economy is amazing, but this president is giving away money to the rich, to Israel, to Argentina, and to Ukraine, but they can't do nothing. You trifling. You trifling. There's nothing about that lady that's ghetto. There's nothing about that lady that's ghetto. Stop calling black people colored, because you sound stupid. You sound very stupid right now. And you could say all of that you want, but you sound very stupid right now. Okay, stop talking like that. This Republican Party has no pushback for this regime, this fascist regime. Sure, we delusional, Kevin. We're absolutely delusional. Once you get out of that alcoholic haze, you'll figure out that we're not telling the truth. These people that are confessing are just stating what's going on in the economy. Okay? They're just stating what's going on in the economy. The economy is trash. So we need to do something different. And so are the Republicans that are in office, Sharon. But you believe those liars, right? So if you believe those liars, you can come over here and believe these liars. If you believe those liars, you can come over here and believe those liars. That's the way I look at it. You got liars over there, but you believe them.
And the liberals were just like, what?
Because we don't want a fascist society. It's heading that way. That's why we had the No Kings rally. No, you don't do your homework, Sharon, because you're just spouting garbage. You don't have any facts. I'm finna turn on the phone lines.
Well, actually, the economic numbers are pretty good. So just wait a little bit and maybe you'll feel gains. Yes, there was technically a primary. And yeah, people used that sham of a primary to use what little voice they have to try and tell Biden and the Democrats, if you do not change your strategy, you're going to lose. And those people were right. Maybe they should have listened and it would have been a different result. And you can smear me as someone who just doesn't want Democrats to win, which is the complete opposite of the fact. I actually want Democrats to win, and I believe, with a lot of evidence to back it up, that them moving in a leftward direction would help them win elections, not just by attracting left-wing people, because it would bring in moderates and even more conservatives than I think you would expect. Left-wing populism and the messaging that comes with it is broadly appealing.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. We've done surveys on our policies. We've done surveys on our policies, and our policies are popular with the American people. Once you explain what those policies are, our policies are popular to the American people. We know that. We don't have a we don't respond like the Republicans. We don't just continue to lie. They all get on message and then they stay on message, even if it's a lie. Okay, that's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. Our policies are popular. It's just that we don't have any. We have shitty messenger. We have a shitty party right now. But the Republicans are good at lying. That's the thing. They're very good at lying.
You liberals,
and seeing as how Trump said that he has the least smart. The smart people don't like him. He's right. Only the dumb people like him.
realize that the Democratic Party is currently more unpopular than Donald Trump. And if you guys want to win elections, you need to actually become more popular than the guy you're running against. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the people in the Democratic Party that are actually more popular than Donald Trump and the Republicans right now are the more left-wing members. But I would think after losing...
Yes, the more left-wing members are more popular than the regular Democrats and the Republicans. Jasmine Crockett is more popular than the rest of the Democratic Party. She just is, because she takes it straight to them. She says what she means. She has her facts with her. That's the problem. She speaks her mind and she has the facts. Nobody can back her down. Joy Reid. Nobody can lie and say Joy Reid lies. And they're more popular than the regular Democrats and the Republicans. That's the whole point. Those are the kind of messengers that we need, who know how to take the fight directly to them. We're not talking about culture wars. We're talking about moving our country forward. I don't want to hear about the garbage that you guys are spewing. Okay? I want to move our country
forward.
Using
Donald Trump twice, doing it your way, you would want to try doing something different. Right. I would think you would actually like the result. Roe v. Wade.
Right. Hold on. And this is the platform. This is the platform I think we can get through if we had good messengers. Maybe universal women. It's called single payer. Single payer. I should have put it down as single payer instead of healthcare for all. It's called single payer. Gun control, codify Roe versus Wade, immigration reform, okay? And then raise minimum wage, okay? These are the things. Jasmine Crockett is more popular than all the Republicans and all the Democrats. So people love her. So y'all, and Joy Reid is too. So don't be mad. Just don't be mad, because they are. Okay. Hold on. Take this off the stage. Okay.
Gun legislation and climate change are the three major issues that will inspire young people to vote for the Democrats. Democrats want to pass gun legislation to keep children safe at schools, and so we no longer have to live in fear of lunatics with guns. Climate change, the Democrats want to combat it because they believe it is a real threat to humankind. They want to invest in renewable energy, which will not only reduce our carbon footprint, but it will create millions and millions of jobs. And finally, Roe v. Wade. Democrats want to uphold it because we believe it is a woman's right to choose. These three issues are going to inspire young people to show up to the polls and vote blue. So keep repeating these messages.
Absolutely. That's the whole point. The whole point is right now we have trash leaders. We don't have a dominant figure. Okay? We don't have a dominant figure to rally behind, but the Republicans have that idiot, the orange thug. Okay? The problem is Democrats seem to want to run down the middle to try to appeal to right constituents. We don't need to appeal to the right side. We don't need to. Okay? What we need to do is run on the popular policies and then have talking points for those popular policies. Okay? That's the whole point. Schumer, Pelosi, Biden, they might be popular to some people, but not popular to all of us. Okay, all of us want somebody who can appeal to both sides. That means run on policy. Okay, and if you can't run on policy, then we're not going to win. Okay, so the whole point is we have to run on the policy because our policies are popular. Okay, and that's the thing. War Smith. That's a winning message. Racist, shut up. Yeah, okay. But see, here's the thing. Somebody asked me about single payer. Single payer healthcare. I mean, it's like it handles health. It's like it's a system where it's sort of like public aid. It's sort of like public aid. That's all. The government collects the money to fund the national health insurance plan. Everybody contributes, usually through taxes, and everybody can use it. Okay. That's how they fund. That's how we fund. That's how we can fund the healthcare for all, or we can fund single payer. FICA, if you know what FICA is on your paycheck, FICA pays for Social Security, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what all that FICA pays for, but you just put healthcare in that bill too. I don't know how much you get paid, how much FICA takes out, but everybody can pay their fair share of FICA. Okay. Fair share of FICA, and then we can all have healthcare. We can all have single payer. Okay. Everybody contributes, usually through the taxes, FICA, and everybody can use it. Okay. You still choose your own doctor, your own hospital, but the government takes the money that they tax us, and then they pay the bill, not a private insurance company. Okay. Everybody's insured. You don't get bills for it. One system replaces the patchwork of private insurances, cutting paperwork and all that shit overhead. Medicare, Medicaid, and Medicare is a form of single payer insurance, but only for people. Medicare is for people over 65. Okay. If we did a single payer for everybody, like Medicare for everybody, we could swing it. It could be done. We can swing it. We already pay taxes on healthcare, retard. We already pay taxes. Man, some of y'all just wild. Yes, it does work, Sharon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be working in other countries. We have the smartest people on this fucking planet. You mean tell me you can't figure shit out? Y'all act like y'all don't figure shit out. Y'all act like y'all dumb. Like we don't have smart people in this country that can figure this shit out. The phone number is on the screen. Please call in. Tell me why we can't have single payer health care. I don't understand. Everybody can have single payer health care. That's all. Yes, you do. She's more popular than everybody in the Democrat and the Republican Party, Black America. Her rating, her percentages are better than everybody in there. Okay, stop it. They like her. So call in and ask me. Still, someone is dumb. Yeah. Okay, Kevin. We dumb to keep voting for what we got right now. That's why we're too dumb to vote for what we got now. Okay. So the phone is on the screen. Call in. Anybody call in because the phone is open. The phone lines are open. If you want to call in and bitch and moan, but you better not call in here and call me no names. Do what you got to do. I want Kevin. Whew. Yeah, this hot. Yeah. No, food stamps ain't money. It would be nice if every household got $1,000 worth of food stamps. That would be amazing. Okay. Can read them. The whole point is people have universal health. Whole countries have universal health care. And we already have Medicare, which is already a single payer. And Medicare works just fine. Just wild. Some of y'all just wild. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because I got to put it on the screen. Hold on, y'all.
From
Black.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Did you hang up? Call back, call back. Something happened. Call back, Black America. I didn't hang up on you. Okay.
Call from
Black.
to accept, press 1. To send
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, can you all hear him in the chat? Can you hear Black America in the chat? I can't show the telephone because it have the number on there. Can you all hear him in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat, please.
Oh, you can let that Tahili gonna call me. I'll tell you that.
We talk about this Republican group. Yeah, okay, they can hear you. Go ahead, Black America. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm just calling for a little pushback, okay?
Okay.
HQ. Who likes what demographic of people likes Jasmine Crockett?
I don't know what demographic of people like her. I'm saying her approval rating is better than the Republicans and Democrats.
But her
somebody
approval
likes
rating,
her. Somebody
her approval rating with her approval rating with who though?
I
Who
don't
likes
know.
Jasmine Crockett?
I'm looking it up now. I don't know who her. I don't know who she's popular with.
Yeah. So that's the problem, right? That's the problem with Democrats, right? Is that there is nobody likable. I'm sorry. I'm a black man, and I would love to have sex with Jasmine Crockett, but I don't like the way she talks. I don't like the way she presents.
Wait a minute. Why you don't like the way she talks? What do you mean?
I don't. If she's supposed to be a professional in a professional setting, she shouldn't be talking the way that she talks to those other people.
Wait a minute.
She should every time we see her, she's ghetto as fuck. She shows no decorum.
She's ghetto every time she talks to someone. I have not found her ghetto. I have not found her talk ghetto at all.
You are a black woman.
Okay.
The things that I would find ghetto as a man coming from a woman, you wouldn't find them ghetto.
Okay. So
us men find her speech. Yes, us men find her very aggressive and ghetto.
Wait a minute. She talks ghetto. What did she say that's a lie?
It doesn't matter if she.
Oh yeah,
remember how
yeah.
Hold on. Remember how you said earlier the fact of people wouldn't vote for Buttigieg because you wouldn't want that person representing you? That's the same way we feel about Jasmine Crockett, HQ.
No.
We feel the exact same way.
Y'all have a blind spot when it comes to gay people. That's a totally different thing.
What do you mean a blind spot?
Y'all all have a blind spot when it comes to gay people. Because the minute you say gay people, y'all lose y'all fucking mind. You can't think of nothing else but gay people. Jasmine Crockett ain't nowhere near that.
No, I that's not what I'm saying, HQ. I don't know why you give me pushback. I don't know. That's not what I'm saying, HQ. We as men don't like ghetto women. Jasmine Crockett, even though she's smart,
you to represent her,
even though she's smart and she's well educated and she's an attractive young lady to me, she comes off as ghetto.
That means nothing, Black America. Does she lie
It
when
means
she
nothing
speaks?
to who?
What did she lie about? Does she lie about anything? Because I haven't found one lie that she has ran yet. I ran her through the lie detectors, 4 different lie detectors, 4 different fact checks, and she ain't lied yet. So why you worried about her
HQ.
being ghetto when she
H,
can fight for your
HQ.
right?
It is a turn off. You're not even hearing me.
Wait
It
a
is
minute,
a
you saying
turn off to
it's
hear
turn
her
off?
speak.
How?
Huh?
Who cares whether you get turned on or off by her? The fact is, that representative is truthful when she does speak. She's telling the truth when she
No,
does speak.
no. You
Just
you
because you
you
don't like the
want
way
your
she,
you want your representative to be likable.
she is
Donald
likable.
Trump didn't win. Everybody knows that Donald Trump is a fucking liar. Democrats
Okay,
and
hold
Republicans.
on.
All of us
You mean to tell me
all of us
Donald Trump
men
is
know that he
you mean to tell me
huh?
Donald Trump is as crass and ignorant as he can be, and
But he's a
you like it?
likable person.
Hell, he ain't no fucking likable person. Stop it. He's a man because y'all think a man who speaks with his chest is a man.
No, I think he's a fucking liar and a piece of shit. But he's also a likable person. You don't once again,
All
the
I'm looking
Democrats
at is
lost.
her approval rating is beyond their approval rating. So
Okay, so
apparently
did you
she
look
don't
it
like
up?
her
What did it say? And it has to do with the demographic that she's liked by. If she's
It
liked
don't
by
matter what the demographic is.
Asian women,
It matters about the percentage. What do you mean? It matters about her
well,
percentage.
but it matters about the percentage
Yes,
in totality,
her percentage
not
is
just
in the
with black
30s
women,
and the 40s.
huh?
Her percentage
Her,
is in the
her,
30s and the 40s.
okay, now look up her percentage being liked by white men. Look up that percentage
Why would I need to worry about that?
because they are the biggest percentage in this country, white men and white women.
We don't care about black men and we don't care about white men.
You don't care about white men and white women?
No, I don't care about that demographic. I care about
Well,
her telling the
that's
truth.
how you would
I care about my
that's how you
representative
would
telling the
win
truth.
an election. That's how you would win an
Well,
election.
how is she a representative if she didn't win her election?
Where is she a representative at?
Texas.
Texas. What county or what
I
city?
have no idea.
Houston.
That's how she became a representative. She was a
Is,
representative. They
is, is,
liked what
is
she
she
had
in
to say.
Houston? Is she in Houston where all of the Negroes are? Do I need to look it up?
I don't know where she came from. I'm saying she's a representative. She represents her constituency. So therefore, somebody had to have liked her. Just because you don't like the way she's talking doesn't mean she's not talking facts. She has been through the fact-checking machine and she has not told a lie yet. You're worried about how she presents herself. She's talking facts. The President Trump lies every time he opens his mouth. The minute he opens his eyes, he's lying. Okay, so the whole point is she got elected through her constituents. I have no idea who elected her, but she got elected through
Okay,
her constituents.
so
And they
she
like her.
so she is a representative of Dallas, Texas, HQ.
I don't know.
Which I know. I looked it up right now, right? I looked it up right now. She is a representative of Dallas, Texas. HQ, where are the most black people in the United States located? What
Yeah, but this don't have nothing to
state?
do with black and
It
white.
it
This has to
it
do with
does.
her being able to represent her constituency, and she's represented her constituency just fine. Doesn't matter whether white people like her or not. She got elected by her constituency. You keep
Okay,
saying
so
white men don't like her. I can't help it that white men don't like black women. That's their damn problem. But her
No,
constituency,
that's not what I'm saying.
she's not running
That's
for.
not what I'm saying.
You're making it sound like she's running for president. She's not. She's running for her district. Her district likes her. So what do you mean?
Okay.
Long as her
Okay.
district
Well,
likes her,
yeah, but so you're talking about that she's well liked by her people in her. I'm loved by the people in this city that I'm in.
and
Right, the people in my
they didn't
city
elect you. They elected
fucking love
her.
me.
They elected
Huh?
her. They elected her. They didn't elect you. They elected her. I'm saying the people that elected
I
her
understand.
like her. They like her.
Right.
We don't have to like her. White men don't have to like her. Black men, nobody
So
has
then
to
why
like her except her
well,
constituents.
it just seemed to me like you was pumping her up, and I'm just like, why are you pumping this lady up and
I'm
don't
not
nobody
pumping
like
her
her?
up. I'm saying the lady tells the truth when she does speak. Her constituents like her. She don't have to get along with you or me or anybody else. I'm not in Texas, so she don't
Well,
represent me.
the whole thing about it is she didn't have anybody that was running against her that was worth a shit. For one,
Well, that got to do with anything, though. What?
Because in the election it has to be a lesser of two evils, right? And that's what she was. For them, she was the lesser
You
of two
know
evils.
that?
Just, huh?
How do you know that?
Because that's the way it always is,
No,
HQ.
what you're saying is she didn't have a worthy opponent to run against, and she was the lesser of the two opponents.
Let me ask
How
you
do
something.
you know that?
Was
You
Kamala
ain't even
Harris
from that.
was Kamala Harris a worthy opponent against Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the rundown from what I see as a Black American male for Kamala Harris.
No.
She
That's
was
okay.
she was a
Because
she
you're
was a
already
district
biased
attorney.
against Black women.
She was.
So I already get that.
I'm not. So
Yes, you are, because
HQ,
I don't never see nothing
I don't even
positive.
think she's
See,
Black.
I can't believe
I
you
don't
when
even
you come with a
think
critique
Kamala
about
Harris
Black
is
women.
Black.
Wait a minute, hold on. I
I don't
can't
even think.
ever
Go
believe
ahead.
you when you come with a critique. When you come with any criticism about Black women, I can't believe you because you never say anything about Black women that's positive. If you said positive things about Black women and negative, I would believe you, but you never say anything positive about Black women. So therefore, I can't believe your opinion.
What has shown to be positive about these are public figures? What has shown to be positive about her as a public figure? I'm just going straight off of her record.
Her
She
record,
was a
what do you
district attorney.
mean? You don't have
She was
anything
a
against
district.
her record. What do you mean?
We got 20 something years of stuff against her in her record.
What stuff? I want to know. What stuff?
Okay. She was a DA. She was a DA in California.
No,
She
we're not.
locked up
No. We're not talking about Kamala. We're talking about Jasmine. Let's not go to no Kamala. We wasn't
No,
talking about her.
we're talking
about Jasmine.
We were just talking about what I asked you was Harris a good candidate against Trump, and you said yes. We were talking about Kamala Harris. Now you changing it back
I
to
didn't
Jasmine
jump on
Crockett.
Kamala. You just asked me that one question. I didn't know we were jumping on to the Kamala Harris. I thought we were sticking on Jasmine Crockett. You want to jump on on Kamala. I'm not litigating Kamala or what she did or what she didn't do. That's not a person that's in office now. I ain't thought about Kamala since the day she lost on November 6th. I ain't thought about that woman at all. Don't care about the woman. Don't care what she doing and how she doing. The whole point is, I'm talking about Jasmine Crockett, and nobody can fault her record. Nobody can fault her facts. Nobody can fault any of those things. So what do
she hasn't did anything since she's been a representative.
What do you mean she ain't did anything?
What has she done that was transformational?
You said what?
Wait a minute. Why is it cricket? I said to you,
I,
what has
I
she
haven't, I
done
haven't, I don't,
that
I
was
don't follow Jazz.
transformational? What has she done?
I don't follow Jasmine Crockett. I said
So then why are you talking about her record?
I said I went to the fact checker and fact what she said in public, the facts that she spoke in public, and none of her facts have been lies. I ain't
And what
looking
I'm
to her
telling you
record.
is
I ain't
that's
looking to none of
fine.
that.
And I said that's fine. That's great. That's awesome. But nobody likes her. She's
And
not a
I
likable
said,
person. I
and I
understand what you're saying, but
said,
you're not understanding what I'm saying.
no, I know, I get it 100%. She's not a likable person because people don't like what she say. I get all that. When you get slapped in the face with facts, you don't like the person that slaps you in the face with facts.
No. Don't like the way she speaks, HQ. Nobody
Who
likes to
cares
hear her speak.
Who cares how they speak as long as they tell the truth? What are you talking about? I don't care how she
Oh,
speaks.
well,
She
wait a
can speak
minute.
country.
Hold on.
She can speak Western.
So,
She can speak ghetto.
so
She
can
can
I
be
say something?
whatever she speaks as
So,
long as she telling the
can I
truth.
say something? So can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Our women, our lovely black women in the community, hated Kevin Samuels, but all he told was the truth.
That's the
He didn't
Black
tell
America.
no lies.
Black America. Kevin
Yes,
Samuels is the same as fucking Charlie Kirk. That same dynamic that people have against Kevin Samuels was the same dynamic they had against Charlie Kirk. Some people liked
that's
him.
not true.
Hold on. Some people liked him.
No, only
Hold
black women hated Kevin Samuels.
Hold on. Some people liked him. Some people didn't. Just like
Only black women hated Kevin Samuels and danced on his grave.
It don't matter. And a lot of black men.
It absolutely does.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that didn't like Kevin Samuels. Stop it. Just like there was a lot of people who didn't like Charlie Kirk. Stop it. Love it. Y'all love Kevin Samuels. A lot of people love Charlie Kirk. Same dynamic. You can't say
white people
my experience
love Charlie Kirk, right?
Hold on.
White people love Charlie Kirk.
You can't say my experience with Charlie Kirk is wrong because you're going to have people in the chat that say, no, Charlie Kirk, he said the truth. That's all he spoke was the truth. And then you got the other side saying, oh, hell no, he lied. He lied.
Yeah,
okay. Now we
lied. He did lie.
Okay, so now we have people who say the same thing about Kevin Samuels. Oh
but
no,
Kevin
like
Samuels
you saying,
didn't lie.
hold on, like you saying, he tell the truth. He's the truth. He's the light. And then there's other people on the other side.
I didn't say he was the truth and the light.
And then there's people on the other side that say he didn't. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is you can't say that your truth is the truth for me, and I can't say the truth for me is the truth for you. Just like people saying Charlie Kirk is not the truth for them, and other people on the side, no, he is the truth. He's the light. Same dynamic. Your truth is not my truth, and vice versa.
It's no such thing as that. It is only the truth. It is not your truth or my truth.
No, so how do you explain
the truth.
So how do you explain it then?
Because the sun is coming up tomorrow. That is the fucking truth. It can't be my truth.
So Charlie Kirk spoke the truth. The sun is coming up.
No, I'm saying that he told lies.
Okay, then. So then, to some people, Kevin Samuels told lies. Same thing.
But
your truth is not my truth. Your
things
truth
that
is
are
not
proven.
my truth.
I'm saying things that are proven facts. HQ, we're talking about proven facts. Charlie Kirk didn't tell no proven facts. Charlie Kirk thought that no black children had fathers.
Charlie Kirk was a lie.
No.
That what you saying?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk was a lie.
I'm telling you,
Charlie Kirk thought that black children didn't have fathers, HQ. And he said that black children were fatherless. When they've done studies on it for the last 20 years, that black fathers are the most involved with their
I
children.
am not talking about the content. I am not talking about what he said. I am talking about the truth as it occurs to other people. I am talking about the truth as it occurs to you. To you, Charlie Kirk was a lie. To you, Kevin Samuels was the truth. To somebody else, Kevin Samuels was a lie. To somebody else,
I never
Charlie
said that
Kirk.
Jasmine Crockett was a liar, though, HQ.
And I'm telling you, I haven't
Right?
found
So
her. I
you got
haven't
to go
found.
with that logic. I never said that Jasmine Crockett
So
was a
what did you
lie.
say about Jasmine? What'd you say?
What
Nobody.
I
You said
said was
somebody
she
didn't
was
like her, right?
ghetto, and people.
Right.
I said she was ghetto, and people do not like
And
her.
I'm saying there's people who do like her.
And that's what I'm. And so now we're back at the basics. Good.
Which is what
There
I
are
said
people
from the
that do like
beginning.
her. There
You
are
keep
people
saying that
that do
people
like
don't
her.
like her.
What
I'm saying there are
demographic?
people who do.
What demographic of people like her?
I don't know. They live in her district. I don't know.
Then it doesn't matter. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter. All right, so now we done spent enough time on that merry-go fucking ground.
What?
All right, this single payer shit.
Yes.
This single payer shit that you're talking about, and so you want me to pay for people that may not be working? You want me to pay for their health insurance? How is that going to work?
The
You
people
want
that
me
are
to
not
pay
working.
for illegal immigrants' health insurance? Like, how does that work? What exactly are you saying? If it's health care for all, because I suppose you mean health care for everybody in the country. Is that right?
We already pay for everybody to have medical insurance. Black America is called Medicare.
Okay, so
My whole point
and what
is
I'm
to
saying
just
is
expand
what I'm
it
saying
so
is
that everybody
what
gets
I'm what I'm saying is I have a job and my job covers me and my family. My pro has a job and his insurance covered him and his family, kids, whatever. Your husband had a job. His insurance covered you and your kids. What exactly, why in the fuck should my money be going to take care of you and your kids and your family? Explain that to me.
Black America, we already pay for everybody to have medical insurance.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
I pay for my own insurance because I got a
You
job.
pay for Medicare. And Medicare is the single payer I was talking about.
Okay, so and
So you already paid for
so
that.
let's get to the criteria. Who is that Medicare going to be paying for? That's all I want to know.
The Medicare pays and the Medicaid, they pay for for people over 65. And
Okay.
Medicaid pays for people that are under 65. We already paid for
Okay.
it. We already paid for that. It comes out of your
So
FICA on your paycheck. It's called FICA.
right.
We already paid for it.
So now that's not Medicare for all then, or that's not health care for all. That's health care for specific people. So now what I want to nail
Why
down
couldn't we just expand? So couldn't we just expand that Medicaid, Medicare? Why
see
couldn't we just expand that?
and therein lies the problem. Us hard working people, me and Ty Pro, we don't want to pay for nobody else's fucking family to get health care. We don't.
You're already doing it.
I don't want to pay for more people than I already have. I don't want to pay for illegals. I don't want to pay for people that are on welfare.
You already pay for
Go ahead.
You already pay for Medicare. So and Medicaid. So you'd rather continue to pay now because most of us Most of us got to pay. Let's just look at it. Most of us got to pay like 70. Most of us got to pay $300 a month for insurance. Most of us pay $300 a month.
Yeah.
So if they told you only had to pay $20 into Medicaid and everybody gets covered, wouldn't that be better than paying $300 a month?
No, because they're still going to take it out of my check to pay for other people.
You're
I don't want
already
to give
getting
somebody
$300 taken out of your health care already.
So
plus
this is one of those
Medicaid
things.
and Medicare.
HQ, this is one of those things where I think people start to kind of differ on. I don't give a fuck about that money if I'm paying for me and my family. If I have to pay
So
for
you just don't want to care about. You just don't want to care about nobody but yourself. That's what
no, it's not that. It's not that. I go to work every day and been working since I was a kid. I don't see giving somebody else a benefit when they could be doing the same thing. It's kind of like on your list. Right?
Everybody pays into Medicaid, Black America. Everybody pays into that.
I understand that, but if it's an illegal immigrant, I don't want to pay for them and their fucking kids. I want them to starve and get sick or go homeless or whatever. I don't want them to have food stamps. I don't want them to be able to go to a doctor. I don't want them to have a goddamn thing, because that means I am paying for somebody that is not paying into the system, HQ. An old lady, my mother, okay, fine. We can pay for my mother. She's an American citizen, and we've been in this country for 400 fucking years, 500 years at this point. But for somebody else, no. I don't want to pay for their shit. So I will gladly spend $600 or $700 a month for my family, and to hell with all those other people. I'm sorry that, I know it sounds fucked up to you because you're a humanitarian and you feel like everybody should be able to eat and all of that shit. That's not the way that men think about. That's not the way men think about shit.
So so that's okay. I get it. You'd rather pay your $600 a month, and instead of paying $20 a month, instead $600 a month just to support your 10 or 15 people, instead of paying $20 a month, and then your 10 or 15 people get covered, plus other people might get covered. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I get it. There's a lot of people just like you. What's your next thing? I can't argue about that. What's your next thing?
So the next thing was
yes, we do pay for Medicare and Medicaid. It comes out of FICA. Jesus. Okay.
What you doing? Talking to somebody in the chat. So then it was healthcare for all.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Medicaid. It's what else did you have up there? The housing over 60, which is crazy. If you haven't got your life together after 4 decades of something, that is completely your fault. So if you're 60 and you ain't got your shit together, I definitely think you should probably be on a bus stop or in a homeless camp somewhere.
Or euthanized, as you say.
Yeah, you can euthanize them. I prefer sending them to like a work camp or something like that. But for people that when we was young, HQ, it was a movie. It's an old movie called Logan's Run.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever seen it. You probably never seen it. But Logan's Run, when I was a kid, it was a movie when people got to, it was like 30 or 35 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They extinguished their life, so to speak, right?
So you say if they homeless, you can it's okay to extinguish their life. It's okay to extinguish them. I mean, if they
did not say it was okay. Don't say that. HQ.
Okay, it's not
don't
okay.
Don't say that.
So,
but what I'm saying is, if it is a problem, there is a way to solve the problem. It's just people no longer want to do the hard things.
Extinguish, euthanize the homeless.
I see. I did not say it. You said it tonight.
You
So thank you
said
for
that.
saying
You said that the last time. You doubled down on it.
I didn't say it tonight. I said you said it tonight.
You doubled down on that tonight 2 times. You said euthanize the homeless, and somebody else agreed with you. So I don't understand the view, but I mean I don't understand how we went from homeless to euthanize. Y'all got to make me understand.
Well, because it's a plight on our system. When I was a firefighter, HQ, I would have to go and tend to these homeless people and drug addicts and shit like that, and giving them Narcan and waking them up from overdoses and things like that. We just need to put them on a fire and let them burn, and let the bodies burn up. Like, because they are literally no good to anybody.
We can't just
they
do that.
They're a strain on the system.
We can't do that.
Do you got a puppy, HQ?
No.
You don't got a puppy, you don't got a cat, you don't got a goldfish, you don't have shit. You know why? Because if you want to get up and go somewhere, you would have to find something to do with that. But it'd be like having another little rugrat. They're fucking rugrats that you don't fucking care about.
The homeless?
No. Yeah. Nobody wants to be in front of the store.
You could be homeless in 1 month.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you talking about euthanize? Why would we?
Absolutely. You absolutely could be.
Yeah, but we
if
don't
you're
euthanize
homeless,
our elders. We don't euthanize our elders, though. We don't do
it. Well, HQ, it's your job to take care of your elders. It was always done like that.
They didn't euthanize. They didn't euthanize people.
No, I said it's up to the family to take care of their elders. When grandma got sick, grandma died in the fucking bed at the fucking house, and then the people came and picked her ass up. That's what happened with grandma.
So you say
my TT, she got cancer. I took her to her cancer, her what's that chemo, and I was checking on her every few hours. And when I woke up in the morning, she was dead at home. That's what I'm talking about. It is up to the family. If you want these people taken care of, it is up to their family to take care of them.
But what if they don't have family? They might not have family. Somebody has to take care of these people. Hopefully they don't die.
Then it goes back to they are a strain and a drain on the economy.
But but euthanization?
Why does it sound bad? Let me ask you this. Why does it sound bad?
Why does euthanasia sound bad?
No, I'm saying so we have the homeless shelter for dogs, right? Some dog shelters are no-kill shelters. But if they find a dog running the streets and that dog is in the pound for 7 days, they euthanize that dog because it's a strain on the pound to have an animal that's eating, shitting, it's taking up more work than it's worth.
But it's not. But people are not animals. You can't just you just can't.
People are absolutely animals.
What?
There's no difference. It's the human being. It's the human animal. It's all the same.
No. I don't even know how to. I don't even know. I'm just.
HQ. It's not like I said. Your husband was like a brother or uncle to me. He was the same kind of guy. I know this ain't the first time you've heard this shit.
Yes, it is.
I know it's not.
Yes, it is.
Come on, man.
Wait a minute.
I know it's not the first time you heard this shit.
We have homeless vets out there that need that need help, need care. Older.
HQ, how much do it cost? How much do it cost for a vet to get a house? HQ, what's the down payment for a vet to get a home?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's
Maybe
a
nothing.
dollar.
Okay,
It's
$1.
a dollar.
Yeah, but they might be mentally
vet,
not.
vets get to go to the VA and get health care, free health care, because they did something and served their country. So they can go get health care. My brother was a paratrooper. He blew out his knee. He gets free health care for the rest of his life because he's a vet, HQ. Vets get all kind of things. If a vet is on the street, it is because he wants to be there. It's because he has some kind of drug addiction and or affliction. It is completely up to them what they are doing. We have to stop coddling these people that are making bad fucking choices.
But but they don't make bad. They don't all make bad choices. Black America. Sometimes it's a mental thing. Sometimes it's an economic thing. Maybe they have a job and the job don't pay enough. Maybe they have more. Their medication is more than what they make. I mean, mentally they can't keep a job. They can't focus. They got ADD, HD. There's all kinds of reasons why these people are homeless. So my thing is,
so you know where those people need to be living with their families.
Yeah, but what if you don't have family? What do we do? I mean,
if 9 times out of 10, if it's a fucking person, they have a goddamn family somewhere, an uncle, a cousin, a relative. It's somebody that they wasn't born by osmosis. They wasn't born into this world by themselves.
Yeah, but there's various reasons why a veteran or an elderly person or a handicapped person or a disabled person, there's varied reasons why they might be homeless. I'm saying we can't just leave those people to be euthanized. I mean, how would that even be? How could that even, you wouldn't be able to justify anything like that. I don't understand how you would even justify that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it's you know what? It's scary, and I understand. You hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
It's scary, and I understand it, HQ, that it is scary. But what I see and I fear that everything is leading to, it was a movie called The Purge a few years back.
Yeah.
I fear that that's where everything is leading to. And these crazy white and some black people would love to just go hunting and taking these people out one day out of the year.
What? Wait a minute.
You've never seen The Purge?
No.
You might want to watch The Purge, sister. You might want to watch The Purge.
You
get a pen.
Black America.
No, HQ. Get a pen and paper and write down The Purge.
The Purge.
And
I've heard of them, but I don't like violent movies. I don't like violent movies, so I really don't.
Like I told you, nothing changes in this country till somebody dies. This is how the world works. This is what life is. Nothing changes unless somebody dies.
You wild, Black America. I don't even.
It's the truth.
I'm like flabbergasted. I don't even know where to go with it. I don't even know where to go with that. What's your next question? Because what's your next thing?
I think I've been on here long enough. Didn't nobody else? I don't know why nobody called. Everybody in the chat calling me crazy? You know I can't see the chat.
Okay,
they calling me crazy in the
chat. They said let him off so somebody else can call. Somebody else.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Black America. You always entertain if you don't do nothing else.
All right. Bye.
Wow, The Purge. The Purge. What? Oh. somebody else call up. Somebody say you got. We saying you got only Black America have this original take. It's just wild. Who else wants to call up and give me who else? Somebody else call in regarding one of the things, our trash ass government. This is the that's Black America's take on it. He said, look at the purge. He fears that we gonna get near the purge. Shit, you need an upsilon, you need a drink, I need a drink, damn it. Y'all hit the like button, the share button, the content button. We had these kind of discussions every night. Sometimes it goes wild, sometimes we got another call.
From
Top Pro.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Ty Pro, hello.
HQ, how you doing, mama? What's the deal?
I'm fine. I'm recovering from Black America as usual, who come through here like a hurricane.
Black America
Oh wait,
is
yes.
Black America was built for a dystopian world that just hasn't happened yet. That nigga supposed to be at.
Oh, are you here? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hello?
Call
Hello?
from
Yeah, what you do? You hung up on me?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail,
I
press
need to put
2.
on hold. Hello? Hello? Shit. Who is that? Who do I got? Who is this?
This Top Pro. Somebody
Okay,
else called?
keep going. Somebody else called. I didn't mean to touch the button. Okay. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I'll be quick then. One, I did want to say I don't think it's a fair comparison between Kevin Samuels and Charlie Kirk, right? Because people didn't like what Kevin Samuels had to say, but he did not have a disdain for black women or women in general. And he wasn't just saying rude, mean things. Now, you've been watching his content, you started to see that. Like, he was saying things, hot takes, and people didn't like him, yes, but he wasn't coming from a place of hate or malice or bigotry against women. I think that comparison would be more fitting if it was like a Myron Gaines, who obviously has a problem with black women. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Kevin,
I'm saying I'm not saying anything about the content or anything else. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they had equal hate on each side. This is what I'm saying. They had equal hate.
you're right. They wasn't just liked by a certain group.
Right.
I get what you're trying to say, but
not comparing them at all. I didn't. I believe Kevin had valid point. I believe that he had valid point. I believe that. I can't really tell whether Charlie was trolling. No, not trolling.
Grifting.
I can't really tell. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
do you understand what I'm saying?
let me tell you. I know you probably don't watch it, but South Park has been doing a great commentary on Trump and Republicans and everything that's been going on. You know, they comedians, and they had a Charlie Kirk episode. They still got it up, and they showed the grift. Like, they showed how they was breaking it down, how he was grifting, and it's become a trend to do that bullshit. I see somebody was trying to call it off. So I'm gonna say this though. Did you look into that group chat that them Republicans got leaked?
Man, I hate that kind of shit. I read some of it and then I got mad and then I couldn't read no more.
Only reason I really keep bringing it up is because you always see in your chat how they say the Republicans and the right are nonviolent.
Right.
They always want to ignore all the conservative shooters, but here you go, a group chat of young Republicans talking about gas chambers, that 1930 dude in Germany, talking about all this, creating slaves again. Like, and JD Vance was calling these people kids,
right?
Saying that a bunch of kids should not be condemned These motherfuckers is in their 20s and 30s and
Right.
holding
And
office
yes.
and jobs.
And they know what they were saying, and they were being racist, homophobic, all of those things. And this is the right side of the aisle. So if that's the
Mm-hmm.
right side of the aisle and that's what they say amongst each other, then why is it they have a problem when we say to them that y'all racist on y'all side? Why do they have a
Yeah,
problem with that?
they don't they because they are trying to rebrand racism as this new
Christian
Charlie Kirk
nationalism.
type Christian.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
They trying to
nationalism.
rebrand racism as Christianity, and they trying to justify. That's why they keep trying to push this. Black people don't got fathers, and black people violent, and black people criminals, because in the Bible they can justify all the black community as sinners. So then all that shit that we seen in the group chat
Mm-hmm.
would be justified, because it's like, well, it's the exact same play that 19 Germany ran. That's how they justified everything they were able to do. Before they were able to do it, they demonized and villainized and made people less than human.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The same shit they did here with slavery. Three-fifths of the human being. So that all of that shit that they was doing was justified under God, and
Right.
we're property, we're not humans.
Mhm.
So they just trying to revamp. It's
And
not
you
even a new
notice,
thing.
right? And you notice that when they went out to that No Kings rally, you didn't hear
Mm-hmm.
about nobody getting arrested. You didn't hear about nobody kicking up no fuss. You didn't hear none of that. Because why? Because the bulk of us stayed home. They were waiting for us to come out so they could justify the things that they would be doing. Oh, I see the play. I'm right there with you. I see the play. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to push the Christian nationalism on us. They know that everybody is not Christian nationalism. They trying to push that whole agenda. You just got to watch them. You got to watch it. And everybody's
Yeah.
fine. Everybody justifying what these young Republicans said in that chat. They trying to justify what those guys said. There's no justification unless you believe it, unless you accept it. That's the only way that's justified. Okay.
Yeah, but they know what they're doing. It's the validation. You feel me? They can do it because a lot of, let's be honest, these churches and these super religious folks, they be behind so many child predator attacks, and they don't have no problem being holier than thou in public and being monsters behind the scenes. But I did want to ask you something a little off topic. You was talking about the No Kings protest. What was your thoughts back in the day during the Million Man March? Like, what do you remember? Like, what you was on?
Sorry. They wanted them to see men a certain way. Louis
Mm-hmm.
Farrakhan wanted people to see them as equal and under control and in strength and numbers. So I was very much behind the Million Man March. I was very much behind that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if if we want to have something like that, which is similar to the No Kings, but it's a whole coalition. I'm down for any kind of protest. I just believe there's an agenda to get black people out there and for it to become
Yeah,
something else.
co-op us with all these movements like they always do,
Mhm.
because black people in particular love to say, "Oh, we only 13% of the population," but
Mhm.
we are the movers and shakers of everything for some reason.
Mhm.
Even when it comes to, we were the ones protesting. All of that shit came from the things that we did. That's why we could do something like the
Right.
Million Man March on Washington D.C. in the '90s, because we were always organizing and we were always fighting against the system. We were always against the system. All of this shit that these white people doing now
Mhm.
and trying to be on now is something that we've had to do out of necessity, since we was
Well, hey,
fucking.
they can be late to the party. They can be late to the
Mhm.
party, but just understand, we see the play. As black people, we see the play. Y'all better see the play. You know what I'm saying? You better see the play
Mhm.
and then act accordingly. We got y'all back. We giving y'all cover. Black people are giving white folks and Hispanic folks cover. We giving y'all cover because if we would have showed up at those rallies like black people would normally do and show up at rallies, there would have been a whole bunch of police, a whole bunch of knocking heads
Mhm.
together, a whole bunch of arrests. Oh yeah, we had to arrest those Antifa people. We had to arrest the BMLM people. We had to arrest those hooligans, those terrorists. You know what the headlines would have been the next day, okay?
Yeah,
So
people they don't people don't really even realize why black protests are so overly policed. They think it's because we just gonna riot and burn shit down,
right.
but they don't understand that black people are always heavily policed
Mm-hmm.
at protests because that's the culture
Mm-hmm.
in America. Because when we were protesting against the government and against wrong laws. We were getting hit with water hoses and dogs. Like this
Right.
shit was real. The
Right.
y'all niggas is y'all crying about a little beanbag and a little tear gas and motherfucker. We was getting hit with some shit. You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying?
why I'm
And
saying don't put yourself out there. We
yeah,
gonna be with
yeah,
y'all. We gonna be with y'all in spirit when it comes
in
to them.
spirit.
Yeah, in spirit. We gonna be there. You need us to coordinate some shit, but we ain't gonna be on the streets. We ain't putting our black bodies out there for we not put and our
we
men put they bodies out there. Our men put their bodies out there. Our women, we ain't doing that no more because what we did in November 2025 24, we voted for everybody to have rights. We voted for everybody to get immigration reform. We voted for all of these things, and then y'all gave us y'all ass kiss. So now it's up to you all. If you want some things to change out there in the street, then you all are going to have to do what you got to do. But we not putting our bodies out there anymore for they already in our neighborhoods. That's all it's going to take for them to start a race war.
Mhm.
For us to be out in them streets. Don't be out in them streets. That's all I'm going to say.
And black people ain't got shit to do with none of this, and it'd be a race war started, and we ain't even got nothing going. We ain't even fucking with y'all for real.
Right. Not
But
like that.
I want to say this, like,
Mhm.
well, for one, this dude in Global in the chat keep on saying leave race out of it, leave race out of it. But
We
that's
do
a
leave
dumb.
race out.
That's
We let
but
race out of it.
but that's not even realistic. Everything that you do in this country is race based. I was filling out some paperwork for some business I was handling earlier. And of course, they're gonna ask me what's my ethnicity, my race, my background. Everything is race based. We are tribal people. Humanity is tribal people. That's why people are deleting each other over being born on the wrong side of a border. Like everything is race based. It don't mean you gotta be hateful about your race, but
Right.
everything is race based. We're not gonna never hold hands and
Right.
kumbaya and not never see color
Right.
because that's not how people work. You got motherfuckers in the chat
Right.
calling immigrants Jose and Gonzalez and shit like it ain't European immigrants in this country, like it ain't
Right.
all type of immigrants in this country. So white people especially tell black people to not look at race and I don't see color, dude.
Right.
They say that dumbass shit to disarm you, but fuck all that. I don't think it's sad. It's sad that I don't think we could do another Million Man March today because so many black people suffer from self hate. So many black people want to assimilate and not see color and
See,
not have
here's the
pride in
thing.
who they are.
Yes, you see how they said they accused the Hispanic people of voting Republican because they thought they were white. There's black people on our side who seem to think that there's not a color issue at all. There's a bunch of Uncle Ruckuses or a bunch of coons over there on that don't seem to understand there is an issue. There's a color problem. The problem is the other color doesn't think we're equal. If the other color doesn't think we're equal, we're always going to have a race problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts, because they started that. We didn't create race, and we didn't create a hatred for another race. We didn't create groups that burnt crosses on people's lawns and told you to go back to Europe and go back to them caves and go back to being a Neanderthal and all that dumbass shit. We wasn't on that, none of that.
But
And
look at
that same
listen
group
to
of
this.
people still.
Listen to this. You know how I know? You know how I know it's not us black people? You know how I know it? And a lot of people can figure this out. Look at the video of Vivek Ramaswamy when he went to Turning Point USA. When he went there, when he was campaigning about a week ago. Look at the video with Vivek Ramaswamy. Have you seen it?
No, when they was when they was talking junk about him, they was throwing some racial slurs at him.
No. This is when he went to Turning Point USA. He went to Turning Point USA. I'm finna play the video in a few minutes. I'm drop down and I'm finna play the video.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, HQ.
All right, hon. Yes, hello.
Call from
Supreme Being.
to accept, press 1. To send a
Supreme Being, why you hang up? Why you hang up? What happened? Call back. Call back. Hold on. I'm finna hold on, y'all. Hold on. This what I'm finna play that video. Hold on, Ty Pro. This is how I know. Wait a minute, hold on. Hello? Hello? Here we go. You right here? Hello? How you doing? Hello? How can I help you? who they up here expressing their opinion about X, Y, and Z. What do you have? What do you object? Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Every case may be, you got to come correct. You can't be talking like that.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can't be talking like that, because when it's all said and done, people that know the real is going to be able to realize what you're on. Quite frankly, you don't know too much, because you're sitting up here still saying black this and black that. You sound like a colonizer.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
your
just
issue is with him talking about uh oh, you talking about Ty Pro. Okay. You're talking about Ty Pro.
that and the other guy when he was talking about homeless.
Oh, the
Yeah, I
first.
got a big problem with that. Oh, yes, I do. Something's wrong with that guy, and he better
Oh,
watch his
America.
back.
You say Black America.
Yeah,
Oh, Black America. Okay.
yeah, he better watch his back too at the same time, because those things that he was saying, that's the same thing colonizers say. And it's like, what have anybody did to you to make you be on that frequency for you to say that? And you say it full-heartedly too, just like the colonizers. Something's wrong there.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You have no right
to say nothing about nobody being homeless or whatever the case may be, because you can be like that within a blink of an eye. And then what?
Right.
We all on the verge of being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. We have nothing to do with any of that.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All we know, we're nature beings. So
Right.
when it's all said and done, we always got a home.
Right.
Right outside, dealing with nature. Period.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing when it came down to that. He was wrong for that. And I know he don't see himself as being wrong for that, but he wrong for that. And he gonna get dealt with when it come down to that. Because we don't play those type of games when it come down to that. There's a lot of people that don't even choose to be homeless, been trying to figure out ways and stuff, and it still ended up being something that they didn't want it to be.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? So that's not a good thing to talk about. Oh, they're useless. Wait a minute. Useless? Wait a minute now.
Oh, he
Useless.
said, what makes me say that? He's in the chat, and he said, what makes me say that is the crazy homeless boy that killed the little white girl on the train. That's what he said.
Okay, I understand that, but at the same time, you're saying useless people just based upon one particular situation. So if it's based upon one particular situation, that sounds like a personal problem.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it sounds like a personal problem.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That still don't give you the need for you to sit up there and say that they're useless. How would you like if somebody would sit there and tell you that you're useless and break everything down as far as your being and how fucked up you are?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't sit there and say that. That was a nasty ass habit that he ended up picking up. And I really think he's lying, because you can't base that whole particular situation off of one situation. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just like saying you're looking at that one situation and you're looking at everything like that, and you can't do that.
Mm.
You can't do that. Some situations going to be like this.
Right.
Some situations going to be like this. You can't put all in one bucket. It don't work like that. It don't go like that at all, period.
Mm.
You still have to observe what you saw, go over it, and go over it again from all type of angles till you hit all the angles, so you can hit all the perspectives, not just looking at it one way to the point where, oh, they're useless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. You're creating a crowd of people that you don't need.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? Because nowadays, you know what I'm saying, people, hey, they have their ways of finding you.
Right.
And they will get at you just based upon what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like real talk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So when it's all said and done, that shouldn't have been said. And then, like I said again, you have no title. You're not a Lord. You're not a God. You know what I'm saying? You're still into religion. So what are we really talking about here for you to be sitting there talking about they're useless?
Mm. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I was kind of stunned when I heard that. I heard it previously, but I was like, maybe they're gonna change their mind. Maybe they really have they really thought about what they actually said. No, he stood 10 toes down on that same statement.
I mean, that to me, that is absolutely colonizer behavior.
Mm.
You sound like a tomahawk.
Mm.
Off the rip. I think you hang around those people for you to say that.
Mm.
Real talk. You need to check yourself, brother, because people is listening, and they will find out where you're at just based upon you saying that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're going to kick some knowledge, you better make sure that you're kicking the right knowledge, because we living in a time where people is tired of everything, and they want the truth.
Right.
Period. Even if they have to live by it.
Right.
And you sitting up there saying things like that, man, I'm just going to tell you like this. You're going to have an early demise.
Mm. Mm.
Early.
Mm. Well,
early.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Got you. Got you. I love you, girl. I love you, love you, love you. Love all y'all. I'm going back in the chat.
Thank you. Now I'm finna show y'all the video. I'm finna show you all the video of Vivek Ramaswamy. If y'all ain't seen it, I'm finna show it to you. I'm finna show this video to you because this is how I know that this race issue ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. This right here is an Indian man. This man on the right-hand side of the screen is Indian. He's running for Ohio governor. And he goes to TP USA, a Turning Point USA. He goes to Charlie Kirk's organization. And this is what they tell him.
There's one true God. It's from the Vedanta tradition of Advaita philosophy.
So based on the press, based on what the press says about your beliefs, you call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu.
Okay. So based on what the Turning Point's values are, which is Christianity, I'm a little confused on why you believe in I don't know. Wouldn't it be logical to conclude that a monotheistic organization would be more, I don't know, I guess I just don't understand why I guess a polytheistic ideology would support some sort of, I guess, monotheistic perspective which Christianity is. So I guess I'm wondering why you have Christian values in that way.
Sure. Happy to address that. What's your name, sir?
Liam Birmingham.
Liam. So tell me about what you know about Hinduism.
Hinduism is a polytheistic religion that.
So with due respect, I'll just cut in right there because there's one thing I have a little bit of authority on. I'm actually a monotheist. I believe there's one true God. It's from the Vedanta tradition of Advaita philosophy, not stuff that we need to spend a ton of time here on. But since you asked about it, I wanted to address it. I believe there's one true God. Now let me just ask you, because I know that may be a hard thing to process. What's your faith?
I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus.
Great. Do you believe in the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?
I think a lot of people here do. So
good. And that doesn't make you a polytheist, does it?
Probably not. No.
Great. Because I think this is it's a great spiritual question. There's good dialogue here. Is every religion has its reconciling of the one and the many. And so in my faith, I believe there's one true God. He resides in all of us, and he appears in different forms, but it's one true God. So I'm an ethical monotheist. That's the way I would describe my faith. Now, I will tell you, I'm not running to be pastor of Ohio. I'm running to be governor of Ohio, and I didn't run to be pastor of America. I ran to be president of the United States of America. Can I ask you a question in response? Because I love dialogue like this.
Sure, yeah.
Do you think it's inappropriate for someone who's a Hindu to be, say, a U.S. president?
No, I think it's... No, well...
You be honest.
Isn't Hinduism... Well, I mean, I can ask yourself that Hinduism believes in Shiva and what is it? The flute god. I forget.
Right, Krishna, who's you're thinking of.
Yeah, Krishna.
So the one thing for you to take away from
So where did he get that weird shit from? Where did he get that? But this was even better. Let me show you this one right here. This one was even better. This man came out of his ass. Hold on. Opening a new tab. Hold on. Let me show you this one. Let me show you this one, which was the most embarrassing one right here. So let me show it to you. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Which was the most embarrassing part for him, which told me all I needed to hear. Okay, listen.
Jesus Christ is God, and there is no other God. He is part of the Holy Trinity, and any other God is a demon, and it's false. How can you represent the constituents of Ohio who are 64% Christian if you are not a part of that faith? If you are an Indian, a Hindu, coming from a different culture, different religion than those who founded this country, those who grew this country, built this country, made this country the beautiful thing that it is today, what are you conserving? You are bringing change. I'll be 100% honest with you. Christianity is the one truth.
Christian voices should be the main voice of America, and I want to know basically why you seem to be, and I don't mean to be horribly offensive, but why you seem to be masquerading as a Christian.
You familiar with the Ten Commandments?
You call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself a Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu. I'm not running to be pastor of Ohio. I'm running to be governor of Ohio, and I didn't run to be pastor of America. I ran to be.
So this is why I know that race is the problem. Race is always going to be a problem in this country. People want to skip over it, but you cannot let these people start running the country based on a race, based on their beliefs. But as you can see, he's a person of color. He ain't even black. What they basically told him is, we ain't finna vote for you because you an Indian. We ain't finna vote for you because you an Indian. But yet and still, he seems to think, oh, not a problem, not a problem. Let me run for this. They still don't like you because you're black or you're Indian. They still don't like you because of that. That's what the turning point. And this is Charlie's freaking place. Wasn't this Charlie's place? Wasn't this Charlie's his whole thing, his whole organization? Wasn't that him? That's how they thought. That's how I knew Charlie, whatever Charlie Kirk was saying was some bullshit. That's how I knew this was a racist. But listen to this Ann Coulter. She told him straight to his face. Listen to what she said.
You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to that.
Did you hear that bullshit? Did you hear that bullshit? This is the problem we have in the United States. That was Charlie's organization in which those people spoke. Those people spoke to that man, and he's a qualified candidate to run for governor, and they told him, I ain't voting for you because you Indian. I ain't voting for you. That's how they feel. That was Charlie Kirk's organization, Turning Point. Those people told him, you're not a Christian. You're going to bring change. We don't want change. We don't want you. That's what they said. And that's what a lot of white folks think. That's what a lot of them think. Okay? So it's not us black people bringing up race. It's because white people won't let us be on an equal footing as them. That's the problem. You won't let us be on an equal footing. You're always going to believe that you're better. Not all of you, but the ones that are in this chat saying, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. No, yes I do, because it's on display right there. They don't like that brown boy. He's an Indian. They told him they didn't like him either. They told him they didn't like him either. At Charlie Kirk's organization. And y'all said Charlie didn't feel like that? You mean to tell me Charlie didn't know the people at his organization felt like that? He didn't know? He didn't know his people felt like that? That's we know we heard Charlie talk, so we know that he felt like that. He just tried to dress, people just thought he dressed it up better. That's all. He just tried to dress it up better. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we didn't come here to talk about Charlie. We didn't come here to do any of that. We came here to tell you all that the Democrats got a trash man. I'm gonna put it up here for the final time. I'm gonna put it up here. Y'all hold on. This is what I wished. This is what I wished we could have had with the Democrats. This is what I wish, Democrats or Republican. I wish we could have this. I wish we could have this. Healthcare, term limits, free school lunches, I wish we could move our country forward by having these things. This is what I wish we could have. But I know they never going to allow it to happen. So I took that down and then I said, let's try for this. You know, affordable housing for adults, affordable housing. But this is what I think we could possibly, if we got the right people in office. Democrats trash, but the Democrats are so fucking weak. They're so fucking without a spine that we just might get it if we push them for this right here. If we push them for this right here, we could possibly get this. So I'm looking at who can give us middle-class people what we need. Okay? We need y'all to stop funding the wars overseas. You gave Israel money. You gave Ukraine money. You gave Argentina money. You can give us the middle class money. And you can give us these things. Okay? It's not a matter of you paying. Sharon, what the fuck part of the social contract of being a part of this society don't you understand about what we need to do to move this country forward? If everybody keeps saying, I don't want to pay for this, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do X, Y, and Z, we ain't never going to get nowhere. We ain't never going to get nowhere. You just happy for them to give the rich people our money. You happy to give the rich people our money. Instead of saying, don't give them rich billionaires money, give the money to the middle class by giving the middle class complete immigration reform. Give the middle class a raise in the minimum wage. Give the middle class health care so we all can have health care. We ain't got to pay for health care. We got to pay $5 or whatever we got to pay, small portion just to get health care. Instead of saying that, you'd rather them give money to the rich people. I'm saying we need help. I'm saying the middle class need help. So fuck them rich people. The Republicans that are in power are trash, and they all need to go because they're not giving any kind of pushback to this president. And we need pushback on this president. We needed him to do some of these things for us, but he don't want to do none of these things for us. He want to do stuff for the rich. And since we got all Republicans and everything, they ain't gonna push him. Okay? They ain't gonna push him. So we need to push the motherfuckers that we'll want to, that we can push, and that's the Democrats. All I'm saying is Democratic Party is trash. So we're gonna have to do something. You don't even know what Section 8 vouchers are. What do you mean, Hamid? Old people need places to stay. The tariffs have destroyed our middle middle class. The tariffs are destroying our middle class. That's it. That's all. And we want a different system. That's all. We just want a different system. And I'm willing to push for a different system. Okay? So we got to do something different. The people that's in power now don't give a damn about us middle class. So we need to push so somebody cares about the middle class. Okay? I wish we could push for a third party, but they're not going to let us push for a third party. Okay? They're not going to let us push for a third party. Then people ain't going to stay with their family, Black America. They just ain't going to do that. We have enough money and we have enough land. If we stop giving our money away to the overseas, to Israel, to Ukraine, to Argentina, we stop giving our money away to these people over there, we can afford these things. Okay? We can afford for every kid to have free lunch. We can afford for every kid to have free X, Y, and Z or whatever. We can afford that. Stop saying you don't want to help pay for nobody. Stop it. You're a part of the social construct of this damn country. And you're supposed to be thinking of the collective good, not just your good, of the collective good. You all hit the like button, share button. We always had these kind of conversations Monday through Friday, Monday through whenever. And we would like to have discussion. People call in. Proper trade-offs. Yes, we have to have trade-offs. We have to have kinds of trade-offs, right? And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, all of those things. Housing should be a universal right. I believe that too, Mitch. I believe that too. Okay. So a part of your social contract in this country is to say they already take the money, Black America. Everybody is resistant to change. That's the problem. Everybody is resistant to change. The J, please don't come in here talking goofy. In this chat, in this forum, we're talking solutions. We're not talking about goofy shit. Okay. What do you mean I'm talking about too much money? You wasn't saying that fucking shit when they gave all them tax breaks to them rich people. Shut the fuck up. If you wasn't talking about them giving money to the rich, shut the fuck up. That's what I don't like. You be coming here caping, coming here sucking rich people's peters. Stop it. Don't come in here telling me that we don't tell me it costs too much money and you didn't say shit when they gave the money to the rich people. Don't talk to me about that. I'm telling you that the middle class is old. The middle class is old. We bailed out them motherfuckers when Obama became president. We bailed out the banks when Obama became president. We bailed out when COVID came. We bailed out. Now we bailding out these rich motherfuckers again through Trump. We need to fucking get bailed out in the middle class. So shut the fuck up about how much money we paying. They're coming here caping for these rich folks. You poor as shit, and you in here caping for rich folks. That's wild to me. Y'all hit the like button, the share button, content button. We have this kind of content every night. Tomorrow, I don't know what the subject is going to be. Tomorrow is that's going to be a wild discussion too. What do we have? It could be, I think we might have oh yeah, I forgot what we having tomorrow. We having the discussion about the president doing those illegal bombing of those ships in the Caribbean. Boom. Those illegal killing of those people in those boats in the Caribbean. That's wild. That's wild. They looting the government. They're looting the government. And so since they looting, yeah, that is murder, Mitch. It's murder. That's wild to me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. That's wild. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about them boats. They done did it 5 times, Mitch. They done did it 5 times. They killed, they blew up 5 boats off in the Caribbean, off the Venezuelan boats, just random boats. They just killing folks. 5 boats blown away. We don't know that, James. We don't know. It's the truth, James. Stop saying that. We don't know. We don't know what they was carrying. It don't matter. You still have to go through a process. You can't just kill people. That's murder. You can't just kill no drug dealer. They got to be arrested, charged, due process, go through the process. You don't kill people. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. The president did that. Black America blew up 5 boats in the Caribbean with people on them saying that they had drugs. You don't kill people in the middle of water because you think they got drugs. That ain't how that works. They have to be tried. You can't do that. But that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Please hit the like and the share button, please, and thank you. We're going to have that discussion tomorrow about the cartel and the drugs and the illegal. That's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's called murder. It's called murder. Murder is the case that we finna give him. We don't know, Marcus. We don't know. That's the point. We don't know. You just can't take people and shoot their boat down and break them off because you feel like it. That ain't how that works. It's against the law. Okay? But we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Y'all hit that like and subscribe, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. Gotta go. Been on here 3 hours. We doing our thing. My name is HQ. I'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We can talk about this tomorrow. 10 o'clock. Yes, crimes against humanity. Crimes against humanity. I appreciate all of y'all. Please like and share, subscribe. Please and thank y'all. Please and thank y'all. I said please and thank you 3, 4, 5 times. 3, 4, 5 times.